Schmack-a-mugab, it is the Podcast Kings. That's right. Numero uno. I am Dr. Fuck, and with me is...
Oh, yeah! Wadzilla, baby. We are the podcast kings of the world and the outer stratosphere as
How,
well.
how, how pissed off are certain people that fought for us to be Podcast Kings who hate us now? How great is that?
Yeah, fuck those five guys.
Yeah, exactly. It's not many. Yeah, that's we still got the crazy crew with us and the podcast page. It's so liberating to go in that page and say Prince sucks, The Cure sucks, and Ace like should have shoved up his ass and get no repercussions for it. Actually, all I get for it is ha-has and yucks. Because
Yeah,
everybody on the podcast cage is cool as fuck. You know?
they have a sense of humor, and that's what we want.
And that's why, Ian, I was right by deleting all those nimrods. I extracted all the fuck faces.
You know what's funny when you think about it, though, is you've probably deleted more people from the page than other podcasts who listen to this have listeners. You know,
I'm not talking about that guy anymore.
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't call him out by name.
Yeah,
Uh,
I refuse to mention that guy's name anymore. And I have no problem with him. I like him. He's
Yeah.
a good guy.
I
But
like him.
I'm
Yeah.
bored of talking about him. But I have no
Exactly.
problem with that.
Yeah, you're a better friend than his dentist. I'll tell you that much. All right.
Why'd you have to say that? Now everybody knows who it is.
It could be anybody.
No. Not when it comes to, not when you mention dentist.
Oops. All right. Well, let's get into some comments we got from our last episode we did last week. We did 80s Judas Priest. And coming up, we got 3 comments from the same individual. Smash Dowdy. He says, check out the Ill Bill track Paul Bailoff. You'll fall in love, guaranteed.
I've already heard that. You know who sent me that? Mike Sears.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I heard that. It's a rap song about Paul Bailoff. Yeah, I heard it. It's all right. It's okay.
All right. Wow, a rap song about Paul Bailoff. Interesting.
Yeah.
He's got another comment. He says, listen to proper rappers like, okay, so rapper, Ill Bill and Gore-Tex. You'll never tolerate toy rappers again.
Why is he talking about rap? What, we talked about rap last week? I can't remember.
I think there's some Eminem shit came up.
Oh.
And he also says, Eminem should be a Dyson vacuum cleaner. He sucks so much. Love you, Ralph. Love you, Ian.
That sounds like an Ian fan. Oh, you like something I don't like. I'm going to have to attack you.
Oh, my poor fans.
Eminem is better than that Ill Bill song. Totally.
All right. Well, let me see how bad I can fuck this up again, since apparently I fuck it up every time. Tehran Guapu. Fuck, I don't know. Change your name to Fred, motherfucker. Tehran.
I believe I know how to pronounce his first name.
How is
it? It's Aaron, but with a T, like Taryn.
Oh.
That guy.
Taryn.
I believe it's the same guy that donates to my channel. And I even pronounced it wrong. And he wrote me going, oh, just pronounce it Aaron with a T in front of it.
Okay, so.
Is it Taran?
Yes, Taryn Guapu.
Yeah, Taryn. Like Aaron with a T.
All right. He says, Point of Entry is such a strange album. They don't have any other albums that sound like it, but we all seem to love it, except Kerry King. Ian mispronounced my name again, didn't he? Then he put John Smith. Okay, there you go. Let's start calling you John Smith every time I see it.
How about Taryn Smith?
Oh, we're not going to talk about him. Trey Bonavent says, another great episode. I think this is the first episode in a while where Ian's juiced up before the halfway mark. Set your watch. That's very true. Last week's was our first episode in like a month, and I had not drunk since our previous episode I got pretty tore up. Now, this one, I barely drank before it, so see what you like better. We'll see. You might be like, drink more, motherfucker. He says, my first Priest album was the best with the samurai on the cover. We all know that RCA Greatest Hits one. I'm glad I got into 70s Priest first. Fucking A, that's the best as far as I'm concerned. Zoo Station 69. I'd love to hear an episode on 70s Ozzy Sabbath.
Yeah, well, I'd love $1,000,000, okay? What are we, a fucking jukebox?
Yeah, I mean, I got no problem talking about that.
Yeah,
But,
me neither. That's a good idea, Zoo.
yeah. But yeah, you want to talk about like, oh, it's the best shit ever because it is, you know.
What? Ozzy? What did he want us to do again?
70s Sabbath with Ozzy. Fuck
We
yeah.
haven't done that yet.
Well, I pretty much think we've done every album individually.
Well, let's talk about it. I like Zoo Nation's idea, but
Yeah.
hey, nobody else give us suggestions, please, because we're not a juke.
Craig Swenson says, none of the 80s Priest albums make my top 5, but I still like them. RMCP and Mountain Top 9 are my 2 favorite YouTube channels. Would love to see Eric Anderson from Mountain Top 9 join you guys for an episode. I recently listened to his Sabbath examination he did on Almost Human. Good stuff.
Yeah, okay. I got something to say about Eric Anderson.
Okay.
Number one, I love him. I saw that guy and I fell in love with him. Mountain Top 9, because he went into this whole thing about it's hysterical. He goes, "What's with that shirt that you can only trust the first 6 Black Sabbath albums? Are you kidding me?" And he went into this whole rant, and I fell in love with the guy, so I had him on my channel to talk Sabbath, and it was a great show. But soon after, he badmouthed me.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was. He unfriended me because he was on my Facebook, and he started badmouthing me to people. I still love the guy, but hey, don't expect him on this show because he doesn't like fuckalicious. So whatever. I don't know. I didn't do shit to the guy except praise him and have him on my channel. And all of a sudden, the guy hates me. And I saw he came back because he left for years. And now he's back, and he's totally a Jesus freak.
Oh shit! I have no idea who you're talking about. But...
He's awesome, and then even as a Jesus freak, he's still awesome.
Fucking Jesus freak.
But whatever, he doesn't like me, but I like people that don't like me. I'm weird.
You know what sucks, man? I fucking goddamn Bushy a Jesus freak. Now I heard Bushy don't even drink no more. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why did you have to bring up his name? Now the show's gonna suck.
No, but I'm hoping that's one like if one thing comes from it, like maybe like sober Bushy will realize how horrible Sammy Hagar is. Hopefully, there's some bright side to this fucking sad news.
I love Bushy. I love
Bushy regardless.
Yeah, me too.
But he'll come back. All right. Travis Peretta says another killer episode of the RMCP. My favorite 80s Judas Priest album is Defenders of the Faith. A great RMCP episode to revisit is Defenders of the Faith review with Lee Gertzman. You get to hear a cool cover that Dr. Fuck did of Heavy Duty / Defenders of the Faith.
Oh, cool. I put it on there? Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
As you know, my favorite is British Steel, but boy, to say Defenders is your favorite of the 80s, I stand behind that shit. I'm like, cool, because it's a badass album.
Yeah. All right. Heavy Metal Rules says, the more Ralph mentions how big name bands back in the 70s and early 80s put out albums after 1984 that suck, it is so true the more I think about it. There are some that did all right, but the majority fell apart. 80 to 84, Judas Priest was fucking great. 70s Judas Priest was way better. A side note about Eminem. That motherfucker tries to act like a poor black man. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is the richest black man in the world. Man, we must have talked way more about Eminem than I remember.
No, I said I liked Eminem. I wasn't crazy about his music, but I think he's fucking hilarious. And, look, it's to be expected. Somebody as popular as Eminem is going to have their opinions, especially rap fans. you know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
whatever. Hey,
I,
you can badmouth Eminem all you want. I still think he's fucking hilarious. Whatever,
yeah.
whatever. I don't care if you don't like him, but you seem to think I like him.
I don't really listen to him. You know, I'm not that much of a rap fan. There's some that I like, a lot I don't. I do know he's taken like he's very big like anti-Trump, and since he's done that, a lot of people have turned their backs on him and shit.
Well, you know why? You know why? The same
Why?
reason people turned their backs on fucking Howard Stern. Look, these are motherfuckers that were as vile as Trump. Shit, Howard Stern put on blackface and said the N word in front of George Jefferson a million times on his Channel 9 show. Now he's all
Yeah,
anti-Trump. They're all woke and they're all and I'm not
yeah,
bashing woke and different. Whatever, however you want to live your life is great. But when you're that controversial and then you turn on Trump later, you look like a fucking hypocrite, especially the Trump people that are like, Trump people loved Eminem. They loved blackface Howard Stern back in the day. Now that they've changed, they're like, you're no longer with us. And I don't, and I'm not with the Trump tards with that because whatever, man. If you want to be fucking woke and not be like your past, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Just like I didn't care when Metallica released the Load albums. I just don't give a fuck. Let people do what they want. I don't have to buy it. I don't. Man, I will fight and die. Well, I won't die, but I'll fight for anybody's opinion to be heard. But I'm not gonna die for you motherfuckers that say, oh, I want pronouns. You know, I'll fight for you, but I won't die for you. You know,
there you
you
go.
want to hear a funny quote I put up that caused a little controversy?
Uh-oh, what'd you do? What'd you do now?
Gene
What
Simmons
band did you piss off now?
No, Gene Simmons put up a quote, and I think it's hilarious, but a lot of people got offended by it.
Yeah,
Gene Simmons said the people that run around saying they, them, the pronouns, if they
yeah,
went to certain parts of the Middle East, they wouldn't be they, them, they'd be was, were.
yeah,
I thought that was
yeah,
funny. And not only funny, but factual. They
yeah.
will throw
Oh,
you,
oh yeah.
they'll throw
Well,
your ass off a roof.
yeah, and in total Gene Simmons fashion, that was said a lot. You know, he really stole that comment, but it's absolutely true.
Oh, who did he steal it from?
Oh fuck, I can't rember, but I heard it a
That,
while. But
that's a
just like
good,
Gene Simmons invented this, you know, he
right.
invented that. There was a comedian that said it. I agree with it 1,000%. You know, yeah, fuck that woke shit. You know,
No,
it's
and I'm not even saying fuck that woke shit. If you want, look, this is how I look at it. If a tranny wants to be known as a woman, why the fuck am I going to waste my time going? I'm not going to live a lie and say you're a woman when you were born a man. Just let people be. I mean, but that's how I want to be. But these transsexual motherfuckers are so pissed off because we got idiots saying, I'm not going to lie and say you're a woman when you're really a man. Look, just keep it yourself. I know, look, I'll tell you the truth. You're a fucking man, but I ain't going to tell you that. You know, you're a fucking woman to me. You know why? Because I want you to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. I'll tell you this now. I have had this right here, long hair, since really the late 70s, right? I
yeah.
have spent what? Fucking almost 5 decades being ridiculed because of my long hair. Do I give a fuck? No, I don't care. It's who I am. And people get offended. Oh, you need to call me a ma'am, this and that. Some motherfucker, and I've been called a long hair faggot, which is ironic because gay people have short hair, not long hair. But my point, and the people that called me a faggot had gay haircuts. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it doesn't. Do they offend me? No. But if they pay my rent, I'll do a great job pretending I'm offended. I'll be like, "Oh man, you're gonna pay my rent? Oh man, don't say that."
All I'm saying, I can't stand, and who gives a fuck what I think anyway, but I can't stand the pronoun shit. Can't you just be fucking gay? Just be fucking gay. And there shouldn't be trans fucking, dudes in women's sports, and there shouldn't be trans singers in Van Halen. So no Sharon, no Hagar. and
Well,
no dudes with ding dongs in women's volleyball. That's all I'm saying. You
look,
know.
I have that mentality you have. I don't think it's right that happens. But at the same time, if it happens, I don't give a fuck. I don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
I don't even watch that much volleyball. I don't know why it bothers me.
I just don't care. All right, you know who should care about that? The women that are playing against the men. You know,
Yeah.
I can understand them bitching about it, but everybody else, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but then
Oh,
again, they should probably get back in the kitchen and make dinner.
yeah,
Anywho,
no, that's only for women, not transition. They're still men. All right,
yeah,
women
yeah.
are
No,
the
I
only
don't.
ones.
I don't want no dude cooking my dinner with his
That's
ding
right.
dong hanging
Only
out.
women. I'm telling you, I always said it. The only metal, the only metal chicks should be into are pots and pans.
I love it. Only here, and like Channel 9 era. Howard Stern, would you hear that?
Oh, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna offend a chick? I don't give a fuck. I have a girlfriend. Fuck you and your smelly pussy.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. The 5 chicks that listen to this show are cool. They're gonna
Exactly.
laugh at that. All right.
Shout out to Heather Drain.
Ron Diamond says, another fun episode. I love 80s Judas Priest. My most listened to album is definitely Screaming for Vengeance, but everybody should like what they want. I wish I could post more on the Facebook page, but I get suspended from Facebook for stupid shit all the time, especially if it's about Muslims and Roger Gilmore.
Roger Gilmore.
I love, and dude, I feel you, Ron. I mean, I think that's the thing kind of took me out of faith. I kept getting banned for all this shit, and 9 times out of 10, I'm getting banned for something I posted fucking 10 years ago. That really pisses me off. I can see I just did it, but now Robbie the Robot AI goes through there, and I'm in trouble for shit I did a long time. Oh, fuck it, fuck them all.
Look. This is the way I look at it. I just had my page deleted. You know how much pictures and memories are gone?
Yeah.
But you know what? I had another Facebook and I'm there. And let me tell you something. I will never complain about Facebook. You know why I will never complain about Facebook?
Why, Ralph?
Because I'm on Facebook. Now, if I'm on Facebook complaining about Facebook, I'm a fucking hypocrite, man. You're there. Yeah. So what the fuck? What's your excuse? Oh, you know what I heard? MySpace is coming back. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah. And if it gets too bad, just go on 4chan with the rest of the fucking racists,
4channel?
4chan.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of 4chan? Okay.
No,
well, then you're not racist enough.
Are you
keep talking some more Cuban shit and you'll end up on there.
Are you telling me 4chan is a racist place?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! I need to join right away.
Yeah, they don't like no Cubans on 4chan.
Yeah, well, yeah, they ain't gonna allow me there because they hate Spix as much as I do.
All right. Kevin Lewis says, I came into Priest on Sad Wings of Destiny in the 70s. Well, Kevin, you are definitely fucking cool.
And you are definitely fucking old.
Yes, but that's cool, man. It's cool to be old. We're old.
Yeah, thanks for watching, Grandpa. Oh, great Grandpa.
All right. Byron Dean says, ram it down. Drum machine. Yeah, you fucking ain't right. That's some drum machine bullshit.
Isn't Turbo a drum machine?
I believe definitely portions of it are, but I don't think it's full drum machine the way Ram It Down is.
Okay, whatever. It's like saying you're a little bit gay.
Yeah. Jerry Cretan says, another great episode. I had fun listening to it. Thanks. Awesome.
Hey, you think that was a fun listen? Tonight's subject, 5 albums that people hate that we love. I pull them out. Oh my God. Am I ever going to piss Ian off? This shit's going to be a front seat. I'm going to piss off a lot of you. I already know it, but I'm going to have Ian here speaking for you.
I was so glad you agreed to this one because I know the first time I brought this up, you're like, I ain't got time for that shit.
I didn't. I had time.
No, I get it, dude. I spent so long because I listened to every album that I put, and like I had 4 that were definitely picked, And then I couldn't decide on a fifth one. Took me some while, because some people don't understand it, like how much time we really do put into these episodes, like doing research and picking shit and listening to it. But I'm glad you did it. And there's some I put up. I was like, oh. And then I was like, if this goes good, which I think it's gonna, I was like, we can do multiple volumes of this shit. And I'm like, and future ones, Ralph will be like, get the fuck out of it. But that's what you guys love. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear us fucking bicker back and forth and rag on each other. And you're going to get it. All right. Joseph Fitzharris says, I last saw Priest on the Redeemer Souls tour. Rob's vocals were a little off even then, but it was a good show. Thanks. You two are like Laurel and Hardy on meth. That's a compliment, by the way. Cheers, guys. Awesome. Yeah, I got to say, I saw some footage from this new Judas Priest tour. Can't remember what the fuck they're calling it. Something to the Redeemers of the Faith or some weird fucking shit like that. And I found Rob to be a little bit struggling, but I'm kind of the same way. I would go either way. I don't care. I'd go see David Lee Roth right now. If it was next to me and it was on a weekend and it was reasonably priced. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, let's be honest. Rob's in his fucking 70s singing this shit. But I'll take a half-ass Rob Halford over whatever this new crap is in its prime. So it is what it is, Love it. It's what we got at this point. They're not it's like, Land. They're not making new Land, They're not making too much new good music. So take what you get. We're all going to die. Kopi 27 says, awesome job as always, guys. The first Judas Priest first Priest song I ever heard was Steeler on the radio, probably around 1982. Been a fan ever since, especially after airing the Rock Pop Dermot show in 1983 with Maiden, Ozzy, Scorpions, amongst others. That was a very cool show.
Awesome.
Which made me an even bigger fan. I even love Turbo and Ram It Down. I honestly think every 80s album is better than Painkiller, one of the most overrated albums of all time. Wow.
Right on. Okay. I don't agree with Turbo and Ram It Down, but yeah, it is an overrated album. I agree.
Right. But for those of you who don't know that 83 Dermot show, it was pretty fucking neat. They had stages at both ends of the arena. And, one band would be on one and then get done, and then they go to the other side. The audience had to keep turning around, but I mean, man, it was some of the best fucking, British heavy metal in the time at 83. Look up the story of that. It was a legendary show. But thank you, Kopi. Okay, here we go. This is a big one. Count Ralphus. Less than 1 minute in, and Dr. Fuck is telling me to listen to an Eminem song. Oofa!
Oh, God. This shit with Eminem. Fucking... Dude, and I know you
Yeah.
love it, Ian, but you know what I found out Count Ralphus? He likes Primus.
But,
so fuck him,
Oh, love Primus. I love Count Ralphus. I just saw footage. Count Ralphus was at a barbecue with a lot of the Sea of Tranquility guys. And I watched a little bit of the video and stuff, and it didn't mention Count Ralphus in the title. I just like clicked on look at this video, and I'm like, fuck, that's Count Ralphus. And he's like, Count Ralphus is here, and I'm like, I should have fast forwarded to the end to see if he started talking about Roger Gilmore and shit.
I love
want to
that.
party with that motherfucker. God damn, I want to party. I love Count Ralphus.
Yeah, I love him. He wrote me today that he was gonna. Man, I'm sorry, Ralphus. I forget a lot of shit. But I think what he told me was, oh, man, I was going to go see Warmock in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But he didn't go. And I was like, I opened that show. And he goes, yeah, I know. I was like, dude, you could have seen us,
Oh, man. So then, but you got to love the Count because he's fair as fuck. After he gets done fucking with you, of course, the next one's aimed at me. He says, I bet Ian got a perm like Halford and KK after hearing Parental Guidance. Tell the truth, Ian. No, I did not have a perm, but I had a mullet like a motherfucker.
I could totally picture you with a mullet.
Yeah. Oh, I rocked the fucking
You,
mullet.
you'll never find me a picture of me with a mullet. Never.
Oh yeah. No, I had the mullet, and I'll put. Remind me, I'll put pictures up on the Facebook page. I rocked the mullet 8th grade through freshman year, I think.
You should be proud.
Yeah. Fucking business in the front, party in the back. Next Count Ralph. I love Count Ralph because he'll put a post and all the the answers to it are all just more Count Ralphus posts. He says, "Yeah, Roger Gilmore after 3 hours of drinking whiskey, Ralph talking about ministry. He says 3 times, land of milk and honey. It's land of rape and honey. Not one drop of alcohol. Ian makes so many flubs in every episode. I'm going to start listening first. So yeah, Roger Gilmore fucking rules."
Yeah, well, Count Ralphus doesn't know the people that were in charge of that album were drunk and called it Land of Rape and Honey, but it was really Land of Milk and Honey. But they were as drunk as Count Ralphus when they named the album.
Then he says, "No way I would have been a Judas fan if Priest fan if Turbo was my first album. Oofa, Roger Gilmore rules."
Yeah, he's right there, Ian.
Next one, Ian loves "I'm a Rocker," one of the stupidest songs ever, but the blistering Freewheel Burning he can't stand. Oofa, Purple
True.
Floyd rules.
That's true. You don't like Free Will Burner, but yet you like I'm a Rocker. No wonder you had a mullet.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I like it better now, but it took me a long time to like it. But it's still not one of my favorites, you know.
Oofa.
It is. Oofa. The next comment is again from Count Ralphus. Oofa, keep blaming the timeline for which you like so much cock rock. David Waters is number one. Free Will Burning was like speed metal. After hearing that song, I wanted everything to be fast or faster. Figures Turbo Lover doesn't like the song. Oofa, Sid Mason was the best.
Sid Mason.
All right, then he goes, Turbo was the biggest disappointment for me of all time in my top 5 bands around then. They toured 5 minutes from my house and I refused to go because I didn't want to catch AIDS. Oofa, Richard Barrett rocks. And fucking Be Cooler Be podcast out just laughs at his comments. Scott Ricci says, yeah, I'm in agreement. Mike, I can't pronounce the dude's name. Scaria, the dude from Ministry, is very badass and unique guitarist. Didn't care much for Ministry, but that self-titled Rigor Mortis album is fucking savage.
Hell
Mike's
yeah.
playing on there is phenomenal. The song Bodily Disembowelment is fucking vicious, fast and tight, killer shit.
Oh yeah, and fucking Reanimator, Foaming at the Mouth. That's a classic album right there.
Yeah, I need to check. I got it, and I haven't checked it out yet.
You might not like it, Ian, because it's not Disney thrash.
God, I can't eat. There's no way I'm going to pronounce it. Raganavicious Snorborgenskranken. He says, good evening. ZW 4195 saw Papa Roach for openers. Yikes. That's got to suck. Jean Paul says, looking back, the best Anthrax album is SOD, Speak English or Die.
He's right.
In my honest opinion.
That album destroys even Fistful of Metal. That album destroys every Anthrax album. He is correct.
Oh, God. Dangerous Toys destroys Fistful of Metal.
Well, you don't like Free Will Burning, so, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Zandig666 says, at your metal service, you fuckers. Rappa Roach. Oofa. All right, so that's our comments from the last episode. Thank you guys all for leaving those. Before we get into the news, I am going to do what Ralph hates so much. I'm going to take a steaming hot piss, and I'll be right back.
What do you all want? You want me to entertain you? You want me to be a little fucking monkey? When we're done here, I'm going to go listen to Land of Milk and Honey from Ministry. What it was originally called, before the drunks fucked up the title and Count Ralphus latched onto it. It's Land of Rape and Honey. Of course you think that, Count Ralphus, because you're a lush like the people that wrote that album title. They were supposed to put Milk and Honey. And Al Jorgensen was like, yeah, Ray Bernani, because he's all smacked out on the smack. I asked the question the other day, what was meth called back in the day? And some guy wrote, back in the day, meth was called smack. I didn't know that. I heard the reference smack back in the day, but I didn't know that's what they called meth. Why did they change the name? I think smack is a cool name for it. Instead of meth is kind of boring. Smack is like awesome. Anyway, what else can I talk about? Fuck if I know, man. I did find, and what Ian said, it took him a while to get the fifth album. I picked 5 albums like that, and I know there's more, and I'm sure there's more that more people hate, but I just picked the first 5 I thought of. The albums we ate, it took me like a minute to pick all 5 of mine.
Nice. Yeah, took me some more time. All right, well, let's get into the news, shall we? And poor Matt Sorum on Guns N' Roses' 2016 reunion, when they got back together, I didn't know anything about it. Also, the same listing was listed by Gilby Clarke, Izzy Stradlin, and Steve Adler. But Dizzy Reed, he was in the loop. Fucking Matt Sorum.
Matt Sorum sucks.
Nobody cares about Matt Sorum except for Matt Sorum.
I know a girl that gave
Go ahead.
Well, I know a girl that gave him a blowjob.
Oh, Bushy?
and I gotta tell you, that girl's not attractive, so that's some slim pickings for groupies for Matt Sorum.
Nobody cares about Matt Sorum. I found it so funny. I read all this shit about like the ego and like what an asshole he is. I'm like, man, you ought to be a humble motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
that's Matt Sorum. Fucking goddamn. Fucking, he makes Stephen Wright look like John Bonham, or Stephen Wright. Steve Wright, fucking horrible AC/DC drummer. Let's see what else we got.
Simon Wright.
Simon Wright. Motley Crue's Nikki Sixx says, I don't believe in making full-length records anymore. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Stop making records, Nikki Sixx. You're not good at it. It's not your forte. You ain't done a good one since goddamn 1984. But again, I scoff and I laugh about all these motherfuckers who are like, I don't believe in making records. There's no money in it. That tells me 1,000% who you are. You have no artistic viability. You're trying to make money to pay your fucking mortgage. And that's cool and all, but be honest about it,
Honesty and Motley Crue don't mix well.
Yeah, you're right about that. But they don't use backing tracks, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. What else is going on here? Oh, you want to talk about some oofa. Oofa. Did you hear the 6th single released off the new Stanley Simmons album, Lilith?
No, I didn't.
Woo. Boy, is it bad.
That album's still not out?
Yeah, still not out, and they have 6 singles. No. I guess they don't believe in releasing albums either. I gotta, because it was so bad. Like, I was fast forwarding, like, is it going to get better? Is it going to pick up or anything like that? And there was a solo part that, Paul Stanley's kid was doing. And it was pretty sweet. The song, whoo, God. Yeah, not good. But still, I'll take Stanley Simmons over Mammoth and all these other fucking, my kid's got a band type shit.
James Hetfield's Kids got the best band.
I can't remember if I listened to that shit or not.
That shit sounds like Killer, Corrosion of Conformity went like around the Deliverance era.
Isn't there somebody else in the band besides Hetfield's kid? Is somebody else, is like Trujillo's kid in it too?
I don't know. I know Lars' kid has a different band.
Yeah, I know Trujillo's kid's in Suicidal now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was in that one or not too.
I don't know.
Blaze Bailey says the Legend of Iron Maiden belongs to Paul Di'Anno.
Yep, he's right.
Well, I would say a good portion, him and Harris. Fucking, I still haven't watched Burning Ambition yet, and I'm in no fucking hurry.
It's
Just
nothing special, really. I saw it.
yeah, and I was thinking about today because I downloaded it. And I have so many apps that I can use to stream shit. I'm like, why is this taking up space on my hard drive when I can just stream it if I want to fucking watch it? And it's probably not that good anyway. But it got me thinking, all these fucking biopics and all these fucking like modern documentaries, they're not made for me. They're made for people who aren't even fans of the band. And I get so much more out of stuff that I see on YouTube, and I started thinking about you because it reminded me of what brought me to you. Watching, synopsis or whatever the fuck documentary, whatever, somebody like you or other people on, YouTube are so much better than all these big budget productions because it's the shit that real fans want to know and they want to hear. There's no, cookie cutter fucking answers. There's no fucking like, I got to kiss their ass. You want to hear it how it is. And, it's nice to hear like tidbits of news you might not have known, but 9 times out of 10, if you're a diehard fan and you see this shit, it's shit you already fucking know. It's shit a non-fan doesn't know.
Yes, Ian, but you see, we live in different times. See, back in the day, Iron Maiden would release the early years. That was for the fans.
Yeah.
But now it's for everything's for the casuals. The shows, the set list, everything is for the casuals. If you're going to make an Iron Maiden movie, nobody's going to see it unless you do it for the casuals. It's all about money, dude. It's all about, you may think, just like when you say your argument, why doesn't fucking Metallica take Exodus out instead of fucking Avenged Sevenfold? Because Exodus ain't going to get no asses in the seat like Avenged Sevenfold. It's all about money.
Yeah. Well, my biggest bitch, with Metallica with that is Metallica alone is going to put asses in the seat. Now, you want to talk about a different setup is Hot in the Shade Tour. When Kiss took out Winger, Faster Pussycat, and Slaughter. The reason that tour did so good is because of those opening bands. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't a good Kiss tour, and the set list wasn't good by Kiss, because it was. But they attracted so many more people to that tour because of their opening bands. Yep, Kiss needed that shit. Metallica doesn't. The same people are going to show up anyway. So my thing is, if the same people are going to show up anyway, take out somebody you really love and respect that needs the fucking money, needs the exposure.
Fuck everybody, man. Fuck you all that need money. Fuck you all. Metallica makes the money. You're nobody to tell Metallica how to run their business. They're selling out stadiums, so therefore, who gives a fuck? Oh, Ian does. But I just don't care. I'm not going. I'm not going to go see Metallica. If Exodus opened for Metallica, I'd probably want to go less. Because Exodus is a god-awful band. I'm sorry. They did some good albums back in the day, too, really. But there, you want to talk about overrated. Exodus is, that last album, ooh. That's a shitty band.
I didn't think it was that bad when I actually listened to it.
Well, I do, okay?
Okay. Well, no, but it's one of those, like, I put it on while I was, anytime I'm working out in the yard, I'm cutting grass, I put on the headphones and listen to music. I was like, fuck it, let me try it. Because I wasn't impressed by the singles that I heard and watched them, but I listened to it as an album and I was like, it's better than I thought. But I haven't revisited it, so maybe that's a sign. But I enjoyed it at the time. It was a good Cut in the Grass album. I'll say that.
Nobody has revisited it. It's dead in the water.
All right. Let's see.
Just like the new Anthrax. It's going to be dead in the water.
Might as well talk. I haven't come up on it. But did you listen to the third single released off the Anthrax album?
Yes, I did.
And I'm sure you hated it.
Way better than the last two. No, I didn't hate it.
Are you fucking serious?
I didn't hate it.
That's why you people love this fucking show.
That's why Ian laughs, because he's so much better than me. He
No,
laughs
no, no,
at my
no, but
immaturity,
no,
of liking something he doesn't like.
no, I didn't say I didn't like it, but I was gonna say it's my least favorite of the three. I liked the song, but it was by far my least favorite. I didn't hate it,
I
but
like that. I liked it because it reminded me of Free Will Burning.
but I did like I was thinking like, oh God, if Ralph hated the other fucking two, he's really gonna hate this. That's what was going through my head when I listened
I
to it.
liked it.
I'm like,
I liked it. Joey didn't
you
sound so forced. It was all
yeah,
right.
you never know. You never know what people are gonna fucking enjoy, man. And hey, I'm glad you liked it, man. I love Anthrax.
Not
I'm
enough for
actually
me to.
excited about this new album.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. Compared to the
Yeah.
last two, it was a big improvement.
Well, there you go. That's awesome. See, I'm open to other people's opinions.
No, you're not. You wish death on people that don't like your shit. That
I
like
wish
shit
death
songs.
on fucking Hagar fans. That's
Why?
different.
Why? Why? Because they like his music? Thank you.
Because they shouldn't be allowed to adopt kids and raise them. Orphans have enough problems. Let's see here. Rush is going to release a 50th anniversary of 2112 on vinyl and their Spirit of Radio Greatest Hits 74 to 87 in October. This is something I wanted to ask you about because the Rush 2112 vinyl, I saw a picture of it, and it's one of those liquid filled vinyls.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any of those?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. Because I know like you prefer black vinyl. That's your favorite, vinyl.
I love black vinyl because I ain't racist.
Yeah. I love colored vinyl as long as the sound quality is not compromised. And from what I can tell, it's pretty much more like, back in the day, we grew up with the picture discs, and the picture discs were the audio was very compromised. But I saw the picture of this 2112 one, and I don't have 2112 on vinyl. And I was like, I mean, they're going to fucking charge you for it. But I was just curious to see if you had any, to see if you thought that, because that's kind of a big thing now. You see all these liquid filled vinyls. But I was just curious if you had any to see what you thought of the sound quality.
No, you know what, man? When I put a record on, I go sit down. I don't stare at the vinyl. I just don't care. I don't care for picture disc. I don't care for color vinyl. Now, colored vinyl does sound good now.
Right.
Back in the day it didn't. And if it's my only option, I'll buy colored vinyl. But if my option is black vinyl, I get it. And lucky me, by ordering black vinyl instead, I save a couple bucks.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
What do you care though? You're a fucking millionaire. Fucking buy the colored vinyl.
I'm a thousandaire.
Did you see Cheap Trick played an intimate concert at the historic Troubadour in West Hollywood?
Yeah, I what I noticed about that was they didn't play nothing from the new album.
Yeah, because they love their fans. Wow, what a set list though. It was a good. I did notice that though because I was curious and I was like, wow, it's kind of like a stock set list, but look at what they were choosing from though, man. That's a killer fucking show.
No, they did TV Violence. They did Just Got Back. Those are songs they don't play much.
Yeah, but goddamn, that you talk about a crowd pleaser set list. Man, I would have loved to seen that because I don't care what anybody says. Cheap Trick is better than Oasis.
Oh man, I got to tell you, Ian, I totally agree with that statement.
And you don't see Oasis playing the Troubadour.
That's right. That's right. Cheap Trick did, but the Oasis can't.
Yep. Can't sell enough tickets.
Well, hey, look. I'm gonna show you that I am a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite.
Oh, okay. You are. I knew it, but prove it to me.
Here I am bashing Ian for being that way about Sammy Hagar fans. I wish Oasis fans would die.
But then you would have to die.
No. I'm gonna automatically start. Well, I hate them now because it's one person.
Oh,
One
okay.
person made me hate them.
Did you go see? Did they already play the States last year?
Yeah, but they didn't come to Florida. And if they did,
Oh,
I
okay.
wouldn't have gone. I don't like stadium shows. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have gone.
yeah,
I've seen Oasis, man. I saw the original Oasis, you know?
yeah.
So, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I've gotten to the point where everybody's clamoring to see these bands today that aren't what they used to be. And I'm kind of like, But yeah, I mean, tomorrow, look, I'm going to go see Deep Purple. I'm going to go see Kansas. Then I know I'm not walking out of there going, wow, I just saw Kansas. You want to hear something interesting, Ian? Do
Yeah.
you realize I have never, ever in my life ever seen Kansas? I've never seen them.
Really? I thought you saw him before.
I've seen Scab Kansas.
Okay, okay, I get
I
what you're
have
saying.
never seen Kansas with Steve Walsh. I've never seen Kansas with Kerry Livgren. The two
Oh,
main,
okay.
the two main people in Kansas, I have never seen in my life. I've seen Scab Kansas, I think 4 times. Tomorrow's gonna be the fifth time.
Yeah,
I'm not going to see Kansas. I'm going to go see a nice little tribute band. Now,
yeah,
granted, I love the last two Kansas albums. Most of those members are on the last two Kansas albums, but
yeah.
whatever, man. And
I know.
Deep Purple's the same thing. I like their recent albums, but dude, to me, without Blackmore and John Lord, it's not Deep Purple to me. So I'm not leaving that show thinking I saw Deep Purple like I did when I walked out of this Perfect Strangers tour. Because believe me, walking out of Perfect Strangers tour, I wasn't saying, well, I didn't see Rod Evans. So there
Yeah,
I didn't see Deep Purple. I saw the classic Deep Purple lineup. There's a difference there. You know what I mean?
yeah. And most people don't know like that. If you go see Kansas now, that's Matt Sorum wearing the eye patch. That's not like the original dude. That's just Matt Sorum. So it
He
is what
he
it is.
he fucks ugly groupies.
but hey, fuck it. If they play Point of No Return, who am I to bitch? You know.
They will play it. And then you know what? That's the song I like the least off the album Point of No Return.
Of
I like
course, because you're a casual fan. You're not a true fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Merciful Fate announced their first live show in more than 3 years. Boy,
Speaking of a, I've never seen Merciful Fate. I've never seen
yeah.
it.
Well, you got to see him without Kim Ruz. You saw everybody but Kim Ruz, right?
No. Actually, I didn't see them with Kim Rose and Timmy Hansen because Timmy Hansen didn't do the In the Shadows tour. He played on the album, but he
Oh,
didn't do the
okay.
tour. So
Oh,
I never seen Merciful Fate, So what
yeah.
I saw was incredible, but I can't see. I saw Merciful Fate, and
And
now
who is it? Is it just? Is it? It's just Hank Sherman, right?
that's it.
And him. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would love to see it just because I want to hear those songs
Oh, I'd
live.
love to see it too. Don't get me wrong. I'd go
Yeah.
see it, but I ain't seeing Merciful Fate.
Right.
I ain't
Right.
seeing Rush if.
Yeah. And I'm seeing a lot of shit, seeing people fighting online about this shit between Andy LaRock and King Diamond, and everybody's taking sides and all this
Well,
shit.
they seem to be in good terms, though.
Yeah.
You know what? Annie LaRocque wished King the best, and there doesn't seem to be bad blood. So
Yeah.
people just love drama. They want to stir shit up. But
But
whatever.
if I remember correctly from that last show, like I fully admit, I was so wasted during the priest one. You don't like Lex Legion, huh?
Oh, I thought it was horrible.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
No, I
like
like.
bad. It was bad power metal.
Yeah, I'd like this. That's it, and it is. It just shows you how, different opinions we could have. I was like, oh, this is like good power. Like if it sounded more like this, I might listen to it. But I would like to go see that. But boy, it'd be weird. I mean, I know Andy doesn't play in Merciful Fate, but it'd be weird seeing fucking King Diamond and Gus G's up there. Even though I fully admit most of my prejudice against Gus G is his name is Gus G. I don't know. It just fucking
That's why you got those fans you have, Ian.
yeah.
That's why you got retarded fans. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I don't like Gus G either because of his fucking name.
yeah. I don't like Gus G. I don't like Tracy G.
I don't like
You know,
none of these G's, but you know what I do like?
I
Every
don't like
mother.
Stacy Q. I don't like
I,
any of this shit.
I don't like any of those fuckers, but you know what I do love? Every mother's nightmare.
That one
You're,
song is fire.
you're a genius.
You telling me? I love that shit. Uh, ooh, you know what I do like? Oh, and you'll like this because you're friends with him, so you got to say you
Ah.
like it. Uh, Left to Die. That new Left to Die is
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yeah. I gotta get Rick Ross on here.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have him on here. You had him on Almost Human, right?
Yeah. Ralphus wants
Yeah.
to get him on Almost Human though. So I might have to go over there, dude.
Yeah. But no, I like that shit, dude. You like it too?
Good. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Yeah. No, that's some good shit, man. I love that shit. Boy, they come around here, I'd love to
Oh
check
man,
that out.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler, Ian. And boy, am
Yeah.
I about to piss people off.
What's that?
Somebody donated for me to put Kiss Asylum versus Cannibal Corpse's Eaten Back to Life. And I did it, and guess what? Kiss Asylum got one. You know I'm gonna piss off so many Kiss tards. But seriously, Beaten Back to Life is such a badass album.
It's your funeral, bro.
It's such a badass fucking album. I was like, I should like Kiss more because it's more
I
my
don't.
wheelhouse. But
I
even
would. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I would say, because I mean, what was it back in November? I went through like a whole month. I listened to nothing but fucking death metal, nothing but death metal. I think Eaten Back to Life was my least favorite of the fucking what's his name era, Chris Barnes era. I still dug it. I think I did like though that it was more. It was weird. It was death metal, but it was like death metal kind of mixed with traditional too. Like you could still hear some you know, like Priest and Maiden in there. Um, but oh, that'd be a hard one, man. I tell you what, Asylum almost made my list today, almost. But I was like, I didn't want to give Kiss Tards any satisfaction of
I love
picking a
Asylum.
Kiss record.
I love
Uh,
it. Other than the singles, well, I love All Night, but I love that album. I do love that album. But
yeah,
yeah, Tears of Falling, Who Wants to Be Lonely, Radar for Love, and Trial by
that's
Fire is fucking
that's
hard.
that's how. You know what I mean? Like I can never take it personally. Like when you goof on me, you're like, I like all night.
I'm not goofing on you though. I'm just like it's
No,
more
I know.
it's more of a retaliation since you goof on me so much. It's like fuck it, I'll throw it
Yeah.
back at you. Tears are falling. But do I care that you like Tears are falling? Fuck no. But watch how Ian cares when I pick one of these five here. Oh boy, he's gonna lose his shit.
Oh, I can't wait. Did you check out the new Yngwie Malmsteen song? Now
I
or never.
fucking love it. And I love it with a fucking passion. I love his voice. I love the music. I love the drum machine. I love it all. I think it's fucking brilliant. I hope the rest of the album is that good. Fucking great. It's fucking great.
Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. I didn't care for it too much, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's like there's one Yngwie album that I fucking love from start to finish, and I don't think you like it. Trilogy.
No, I like it. I like that album.
Trilogy. Trilogy. I love from start to finish, and I can listen to it. But a lot of the other shit, man, I've tried so many times, and I make it through like a couple. It's just too much fucking classical shit for me.
Well, there you
Not
go. You're not
not
a
a fan. But I will say, I don't know how much AI enhanced kind of shit it was, but I did think on this single it was the best his voice has sounded out of any of the albums, that he's been singing on the last five.
his voice has sounded that good on the last album.
Oh, okay. All
A
right,
lot of
maybe I
those
didn't.
songs sounded just as good.
Okay.
Might have been AI on the last album. Who knows? I don't. I just don't have a problem with Ingrid's voice. You know what the problem is? That Ingrid's had so many amazing singers that when you bring him, that he's not an amazing singer, but he's definitely passable. let's say if Yngwie Malmsteen was always a singer from day one, people would like his voice more. But you're gonna compare to Mark Bowles and and
Yeah.
Jeff Scott
Well,
Soto. Of course, it's
yeah,
not as good.
and people can't stand the way he talks about these great singers, and I think that pisses them off. Like, how dare you? You know, you talk shit about them, and
It don't
this,
matter. Yngwie Malmsteen's got a fucking fan base that he plays
yeah,
nice little venues. He's not a club act, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yngwie. This is why I love Yngwie. Number one, because he's a fucking prick. I love that about him. Number two, the fucker refuses to change. He's been Yngwie Malmsteen since the beginning with the neoclassical shit all through his career. You cannot point to not even one Yngwie album going, well, that's different than what he's done before. They're all the same. And I love that about him. He's like Motorhead and AC/DC. He stays true to himself. And I love him for that, where a lot of people hate him for that. But a lot of people are fucking hypocrites. Look, I'll give you an example. Let's say, all right, Guns N' Roses. Axl gets back with Slash and Duff. Everybody's like, oh, what a sellout. That's a sellout. That's a sellout. Those same people are going, why won't Skid Row ever get back with Sebastian? But if they did, wouldn't they be a sellout? You should respect Skid Row for not being a sellout. But people are idiots, man. And a shout out to all you idiots out there that love Ian.
yeah. And if fucking Skid Row keeps you awake at night, kill yourself.
That's true.
Uh,
After Eric, I really don't care about Skid Row anymore.
yeah, I quit caring about 30 years before that.
And let me tell you something. I heard 4 songs already from Eric Gronwall's solo album.
Yeah,
Fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible.
really.
It's really bad. And I love the guy. I want to like it.
What is it too like new metal or I mean not
No,
new
no,
metal, but you know what I mean? Does it sound like too like modern kind of crap or
no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's even horrible musically. It's just the songs are not there, you know?
yeah, not everybody can write an 18 and life, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
That song sucks.
Yeah,
Uh
hey. Agreed. Hey,
uh
he's like 55 now, Ricky.
yeah.
Still in jail, getting plugged by
Yeah.
fans.
He's getting his shit pushed in. Uh I know I don't think you're like a big fan of like, you know, like stoner rock and shit like that, but do you like Sleep at all?
No, they bored me I love High on Fire,
Okay.
but I don't like Sleep.
Right.
Wow, you
Well,
want to
I
talk
was
about boring, drony shit.
I was really like, you know, surprised to see that Sleep was going to continue without, you know, Matt Pike, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of weird. But I listened to the new track, and I was like, man, that's pretty fucking good. I dug it. So Hemispheres is going to be their new album. I like the single that I heard, so but I
They're
like
gonna
that
call
kind of
they're
shit.
gonna call the album Hemispheres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna form a band now and make an album called Moving Pictures. And by the way, Matt Pike is a fan of Thrash or Die. I gotta tell you, he loves
Yeah,
my band. He bought a
that's a
shirt.
good dude.
We opened up for High on Fire for the Motorhead pre-cruise show, and then when I
Yeah.
was on the boat, he found me. He's like, "Dude, Thrash or Die." He was awesome. What a nice. Back then, he was a drinker. Now he doesn't drink no more.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I saw High and Fire live. I think around that same
They're
time you
good.
played with him.
They're good.
Yeah.
Big improvement
Oh
from.
yeah. Glenn Hughes announced he's retiring from touring and live performances. Uh, and I'm all for it. I mean, because it's you know pretty much you know his health and shit like that. And I gotta say, talk about a guy who went out on top because those last 2 shows he did with Dead Daisies were both posted online, and he did phenomenal. But you know, he has heart shit, and the doctor's like, "Hey, this ain't good for you to like be doing this much activity and shit." So he's doing what he's got to do for him. But I think he can go out very proud that, man, up until the end, that motherfucker still had a voice, could still perform, and good for him, man. Take care of himself. Enjoy your fucking retirement, man. You done a lot. you know. So
Yes,
I hope he has a lot of he has many years left.
me too.
Let's see what else. Anything else worth a shit? Oh man, I don't think you're too big of a fan of this band,
Oh, they
but wow,
suck.
yeah. But was I really disappointed by the new song Prong?
Oh
Uh,
God, I hate that fucking band.
yeah,
Talk
I
about a
figured.
shitty band.
I figured, but man, I love Prong, but man, that new song, that shit was fucking terrible.
I probably
Who
like
was? Yeah, I don't think so, but you never know. Uh, Boy, one I heard that I really liked was a new band called Gata Morta, and it's guys from Melvin's, Butthole Surfers, Big Business, and
Oh,
Mr. Phil's.
I don't know the
Uh,
last two, but I can't stand Melvins and Butthole Surfers.
okay.
Especially Butthole Surfers. What a shit band. Somebody made me do a track by track. Oh my God. Were they fucking horrible. Same thing with
Yeah,
Melvin. I don't get it. I don't get that Buzz guy. The one good thing I'll say about him is that he does a great cover of God of Thunder on a Kiss tribute album, but that's about it. I don't like
really.
him. I just feel the Melvins are just noisy and I don't know. I mean, he's got the credibility, because he was grunge when it wasn't popular to be grunge and he influenced Nirvana and shit. But I don't get that whole Seattle shit, with the exception of Nirvana, which was the best out of all. No, no, Alice in Chains was the best. Then
Thank
Nirvana,
you.
Garden.
All right. See, ex Wasp guitarist Chris Holmes opens up his prostate cancer battle, and I saw that Blackie put a thing like encouraging people to donate and help him out, uh, which is nice. I'd like to see how much money Blackie donated, but you know,
You know what? If he didn't donate a penny, it's still nice he put the word out there.
yeah, yeah.
Not,
I mean, as long as it's coming from the right place and it's not just like lip service, But man,
what
I'm
has
pulling for
Blackie
Chris
got?
Holmes.
What has Blackie got to gain by promoting Chris's GoFundMe? Nothing really.
Eh, there might be some fans. Who gives a shit though? I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
I just
yeah. Like if Blackie Lawless never mentioned Chris Holmes, you wouldn't go see that Wash show, would you? It ain't gonna
no,
deter
no. I was
anybody.
still going. I
That's
know
right.
Blackie's a piece of shit. I
I
just
know.
love the songs.
Hey,
You know.
I wouldn't know Blackie was a piece of shit. I have never had a
Yeah.
bad experience
Yeah.
with
You
him.
know firsthand what a piece of shit he is. You know.
I don't know, man. Looking back on it, I may have liked the camera shoved up my ass. I could have been like Ace Frehley back then.
Yeah.
I could have been awakened when he said, "When you get that camera and shove it up your ass." Who knows? I
Get it
might
right. It's AIDS Fraley.
Ace Frehley. Man.
That's okay.
I'm mad at you now, Ian, because I like Ace Frehley, and I'm offended, and my vagina has sand in it.
All right. Well, what do you think about Ozfest coming back in 2027?
I'd rather go see Sammy Hagar.
Well, I mean, wait a minute though. You don't even know the bands that are involved.
You you want to hear my prediction?
Yeah.
Young blood.
Oh,
Thank you.
never mind. Never mind. Uh, all right. Well, I think I don't think there's any other like
You
real
think
big.
that Ozfest will have any band of interest, really?
I have no idea. I think from a monetary aspect, they would have to have somebody that's going to they're going to have some names. The question is what names do they go to? What kind of legacy bands are they looking at? I mean, in this day and age we're so old, like Korn could be seen as a legacy band. You know what I mean? So it depends on which kind of demographic they're trying to reach out to. If it was a solid lineup, uh, I would be down. But chances are, I mean, how many? You and I went to, probably 90% of all the Ozfests. But there was always like weak lineups, but there'd be that one band like I'm going to see that, and then you always had Ozzy as a linchpin, whether it be Ozzy solo or fucking Black Sabbath. You knew you were seeing that, so it's like, well, no matter what, I'm seeing this.
Ozfest to me, every Ozfest I went to was 80% bullshit. 80% bullshit.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I don't
not
like
too
that.
far off.
I'm just not a fan. I'm old, dude. I can't get
Well,
into
the thing is,
Power Mad
yeah,
5000 Machine Head. Fuck all that noise. Cold
yeah.
Chamber. Come on, give me a break. Slipknot.
Well, my problem with those shows to begin with, when you have these big festivals, is it's great for a casual fan. It sucks for somebody that really loves a band because no matter what band you're seeing, if they're not headlining, they're playing a shorter set. So it's going to be a greatest hits tour,
Oh,
you
dude,
know.
if they're headlining, it'll be a short set. It won't be a headline set. They've never had a true headline set or not. Like Ozzy
Well,
would go out there and play maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
yeah.
That's how it was back then.
I was on so many fucking drugs back then. Good times in Florida, though. Coral Sky Amphitheater. Woo woo. All right, well, fuck it. Let's get into this. Let's get into the episode. And I'm so glad you agreed to this, Ralph. And I'm very interested in hearing what you're picking, especially since you think it's going to upset me, which I doubt. But you never know.
You're gonna act. You see, if I would have never brought it up, you would have been upset. Now you're gonna act like you're not upset.
Well, no, 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 no. I'll totally let you know if I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? See, that's a great thing about this show, though. We don't, people like, oh, they fucking hate each other and all this shit. No, we love each other, but we don't hold back like so many other shows where they're so worried about like offending anybody or upsetting artists. Like, oh, if I say this about them, they'll never come on our show. Nobody comes on our show anyway. So we don't
Hey,
give a fuck.
look how I run my fucking Almost Human channel.
Yeah.
Fashion all these bands and suck versus suck, and also news reports me back.
But that's great because you have other guys who book all the guests. You don't have to worry about that bullshit. They do that. Who does all that? Wayne? Is that Wayne that does all that?
Wayne, Tony's done it a couple times. Ralphus has even done it a few times.
Nice. Nice. No, I get it. But here we're totally like, we don't give a fuck. And at the end of the day, you and I love each other and we all laugh at this shit. So, I'm just curious to hear your picks and because a lot of this shit is subjective. Like somebody might hear one of the albums we pick and like, well, I love that one. Well, you might love it, but I tried to pick ones that fans overall, are like, yeah, that's not a good one, kind of shit. So I don't know what your criteria was and how you picked this, and but I'm just glad you're like, yeah, I'm game. So go ahead. What is the first album? And this is the premise of this show: albums that we like that aren't generally looked upon by their fan base in general as a great album or a standout.
This one's very important, by the way. People,
All right.
I gotta admit, people that bash this album are idiots. Huh? And I don't mean it, I don't, but it is a fact. How can you hate an album with this album cover? You all don't know how to judge music with your eyes like me and Ian. This album, this album's amazing unless you put it on, then it sucks. All right, that was a joke because that album sucks. All right, here we go. Speaking of Iron Maiden, I picked a very hated Iron Maiden album that I would put above Somewhere in Time and Seventh Son. I think this No Prayer for the Dying. I think this album was it's a return to the past. It's more, short. It's not proggy, and you know, and the song Assassins got ass in it. I love
Nice.
I love Tail Gunner. I love the title track. I love Run Silent, Run Deep. Mother Russia would be my favorite on here. I saw this thing. It was like the top 10 worst Iron Maiden songs. Mother Russia was in that list.
Really?
And I think
Wow.
that's the best song on here. That's my first pick. No Prayer for the Dying, amazing. I had tickets to see this tour, but Iron Maiden was doing so bad they canceled the tour and blamed it on, oh, Bruce Dickinson broke his penis or some bullshit.
Oh wow.
But I
Uh,
love
I'm a,
For a
I'm,
Dime.
yeah, I like that album. Definitely wouldn't put it above Somewhere in Time. Actually, I don't know if I'd put it over Seven Son of a Seventh Son. There's some good songs on there, but there's some clunkers too. Like I can't stand "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter." God, I hate
Oh
that
yeah,
song.
and I don't like that song either, but that's not the worst song on there for me.
Yeah, no, no, I agree. But I will say, like, oh, if you go like track for track, like good songs and bad songs, it's way better than Fear of the Dark. I think. You
The
know,
worst song on there is the one Adrian Smith wrote, "Hooks in You."
yeah.
Woo!
I don't even mind that song.
That song sucks.
Oh, all right. Well, let me see. What's my first one here?
I
We
don't
done
like Hooks in You because it doesn't remind me of Free Will Burning.
done. All right. Well, here's my first one, and we'll see. We'll see if I offend you with this one. This is my first one.
I love that album.
Do you? I wasn't familiar with your stance on this.
This is
Uh,
War. This is War is awesome. Heat
yeah,
Seeker. Nick of Time is a great song. I saw that
yeah.
talk. I love
Oh, we
way
all know you
better.
almost got raped at this tour.
That's right. Way better than Flying the Wall. Way better. And way
Uh,
better
I
than Razor's Edge.
I think it's better than both of those, and I find it more listenable than Flick of the Switch. Even though I think Flick of the Switch is the better album, there's something about this one with me, and its timeline. This is one like I've listened to it multiple times getting ready for this, and I was like, it's really not like a standout AC/DC album, but it's dependable, and it transports me back to my bedroom when this shit came out February of '88. I was in eighth grade at the time, and like I'm like a year and a half into metal now, and my AC/DC introduction was Maximum Overdrive. Was the fucking Who Made Who soundtrack was my first one. I had heard like Shook Me All Night Long and For Those About to Rock on Chicago, like rock radio, but I didn't have any of their shit. Got Who Made Who, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And because the era I grew up on, Columbia House, got Back in Black, got For Those About to Rock, got Flick of the Switch, got Fly on the Wall. This was the first studio album that I was like anticipating the release, and I was waiting for, like, oh my god, new AC/DC, I can't wait. Um, and I remember going to Chicago Records, getting the poster, which was pretty much like the Heat Seeker, it was Angus with the missile coming up and stuff. But I would sit in my room and listen to this over and over and over. I mean, Heat Seeker, that's the way I want to rock and roll. I love Mean Streak. I love Go Zone. You talk about a stupid song, but I love Go Zone. Kissin' Dynamite, Nick of Time, Some Sin for Nothing is a deep track that I love on it. Rough Stuff, Two's Up, This Means War. I just love this fucking album. And anytime I listen to it, man, you want to talk about a time capsule. Uh, Always takes me back there. But then, if you put this up against any of the Bon Scott albums, you put this up against Back in Black, For Those About to Rock, no, it does not hold up. But as Ralphie was saying, I'll take this over Fly on the Wall. I'll take this over fucking Razor's Edge. In fact, I'll take this over anything that was put out after it for sure. I'll take it over any of those, and especially, I was real critical on the last like two or three, studio AC/DC albums. I'm like, ugh, this is so like beneath them. Um, and again, if you hold this up against the rest of the catalog, but I don't know, for some reason, I just love it. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, that wasn't too bad. That was fun. But it's not one that's looked fondly upon. A lot of people, I mean, Ralph, you lived through this. Because of the way that Razor's Edge blew up, that was seen as the comeback. you know. But it really wasn't that great of album. I think we both agree upon. But I mean, it was a better tour. It was more high profile. A lot more people were like on board with that one. But I find this one much more enjoyable.
Blow Up Your Video was a better show. They had the missile come out. It was better than
Yeah, and that was Steve Young played on that tour, correct?
yep.
When you saw him.
Yep.
But and my definitely by far my favorite album that Simon Wright played on. You know, who quit the band after this album. But yeah, that's my first one. All right, what's your second one, Ralph?
All right, well, I wasn't going to pick this one next, but since you brought up AC/DC, I'll show you one that everybody hates, and I like it even more than Blow Up Your Video, and that is Rock or
Ooh,
Bust.
wow.
I love this album. Rock the House, Play Ball, Rock the Blues Away, Hard Times, Baptism in Fire, Dogs of War. Martin Popoff, I think, said this is the worst AC/DC album. A lot of people hate on this album. Nobody likes this album. I love this album. I think it's the best thing they've done since Flick of the Switch.
Wow.
I love Rock or Bust. I think it's an awesome album, but not many think that. I do. Better than Blow Up Your Video.
I'll have to go back and listen to it, honestly. I remember we reviewed that when it came out. You know, that's how long we've been around. And I was really unimpressed, but I'll give it another listen. I mean, it's AC/DC. Even if it's bad, it's still good. You know, still better than, Every Mother's Nightmare. I'll say that. All right. Well, I'll go to my next one, which I know uh, this is an album you don't like, Ralph, and I'm sorry about that, but that's your problem, not mine.
I don't
And
know.
that is the second album from the Alice Cooper group, Easy Action. Um, there's a lot of people that don't like Pretties for You and Easy Action. Yeah, their first two albums before they joined a major label. Um, and I get it with Pretties for You. That's one I've tried multiple. There's one song I love on it, but the version I love isn't even the album version. Um, Easy Action to me, I just think is fucking killer. And one thing I will say that I kind of when Ralph talks about how he doesn't like it, I kind of get it because he says probably, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Ralph, your least favorite like of the classic Alice Cooper albums is Schools Out, correct?
No,
Okay.
the first two are my least favorites.
Well, no, 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 but I'm saying Love It to Death through Muscle of Love. When he was on Warner Brothers and stuff like that.
I
Yeah.
like Schools Out more than Muscle of Love.
Oh, okay. Well, my thing is like I love Schools Out. I've always loved school. I like Schools Out better than Billion Dollar Babies. Billion Dollar Babies to me is too. There's songs I love on it, but it's too Bob Ezrin. It's too like Kiss Destroyer, you know. Uh, and I love all the fucking West Side Story references and shit and stuff on Schools Out, and you get a lot of that here. Um, and I mean, I just love the way this album goes, in and out. You got two songs with Michael Bruce singing. Uh, I mean, it's psychedelic and shit. Um, I mean, let's look at the shoe salesman. I love that. Like, it's such like a '70s like hippie song, but it's about a heroin addict. Mr. Misdemeanor. Still No Air is probably my least favorite. Below Your Means is fucking amazing. And especially musically. Return of the Spiders, Laughing at Me is a beautiful song. Uh, Refrigerator Heaven to me is classic Cooper. Beautiful Flyaway, the other song that Michael Bruce sings is amazing. And Lay Down and Die Goodbye when it fucking kicks in with that chugga chugga chugga. Oh, it's so fucking awesome. Um, Again, I see a lot of the complaints I hear based on these two albums I get on Pretties for You, but not on this one. And I think it's one you should go back and check out. If you're a fan of like the Alice Cooper band albums, the good ones, before he went solo. Um, Give this one another listen to. I think it kicks ass. All
No.
right, what's your next one, Ralph?
All right. This one, look, I won't say it's a great album, but it's way better, I think, than what most people say. Most people point to this album as the worst Cheap Trick album. And
Ooh.
I'll tell you why I like The Doctor quite a lot, actually. This is the last look, after All Shook Up, Rick Nielsen wasn't that wacky, fucked up person anymore. He brought it back on this album. This album has the demented Rick Nielsen back. You know, with manipulation. I love It's Up to You, Rearview Mirror, Romance. All weird songs. The Doctor's weird. Um, Take Me to the Top is like a beautiful ballad. Uh, it's Up to You. But you know, yeah, Good Girls Gone to Heaven is kind of shitty. But a lot of people pointed this as the worst. Man, Stand on the Edge is 100 times worse. And honestly, their last few are nowhere near as good as The Doctor. The Doctor is very looked down
Who
upon.
produced that album?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know because the text is way too small and I'm half
No,
blind.
that's fine. No,
Um,
I just like I'm thinking back to the Doctor. Like, not only did I think the songs were fucking horrible, I thought it sounded terrible. So I was just curious to see
Tony
who
Platt.
produced it.
Tony
Oh
Platt.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Same guy produced Flick of the Switch.
oh, is it? No wonder I
Yeah,
like it. But speaking of which, the other day I was bored watching TV going through Tubi,
yeah.
and I don't know why, but I watched it. Disorderlies with the Fat Boys.
I saw that at the theaters, man.
Rick
Ralph
Nielsen.
Bellamy.
Rick Nielsen's in the movie.
Oh, is he? I haven't seen it since fuck.
Rick
Probably
Nielsen
since it
has
first came out
Rick
on video.
Nielsen has a cameo where he's driving down the street. He's driving down the street, and the Fat Boys needed a car, and they pulled him out of the car. They were dressed as cops. They threw him on the floor. Well, Rick Nielsen was wearing a doctor's Cheap Trick shirt.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But anyway,
Uh,
I do love the Doctor, though. Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the top 10 greatest Cheap Trick albums, but I like the fact that it's weird, like how Rick Nielsen was before One on One.
all right. Well, I gotta pee, and then I'll be right back for my next.
Yeah, so um fuck, I don't know what to talk about, man. This guy, Ian should get like a milk jug and just pee into the milk jug. Because I'm here alone. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. But I'll tell you, there's one I'm gonna pull out that I know Ian hates, and I love, and he knows I love it. But you'll see his reaction. Because Ian doesn't like when people like shit he don't like. That's some commie shit. Thank God he ain't in control of anything. You know, telling people how to act, what to like, what not to like. You should die if you don't like this. You fucking Ian fans are hilarious. Fuck the world. The world is unfair. My mom didn't buy Hot Pockets. Ian rules. I love people that lie. I love people that promised an elder tattoo and never got it. He's back. Let me be quiet.
All right, be quiet. You said you wouldn't put the Doctor in your, top 10 of Cheap Trick. Would it be in your bottom 5 of Cheap Trick?
No, it'd be higher than that. I'd say it's better than anything after All Shook Up, but it's not as good as like Woke Up with a Monster and the Cheap Trick self-title. I like more.
Right.
But yeah, I would put like the first 5 albums, then those Rockford. I mean, and Rockford I like more as well. So I'd say it'd be like a number 9 or 10 in my list. I could think of 4 or 5 albums like definitely. I think it's better than One on One. I think it's better than Standing on the Edge. I think it's better than Lap of Luxury, Busted, uh,
Wow.
um, uh, and all the other ones with Dax. I like them more than that.
You know,
'Cause,
I don't think I made it all the way through all washed up. Did you?
yeah, I have it on vinyl.
What'd you think?
That's an improvement from the last. Well, no, I thought the last one was better, but it's an improvement. We're All Right was terrible. That
Yeah.
was really bad. The best
I
song,
really
the best song on We're All Right was a bonus track.
what was the one before that? That Bang
Bang,
Zoom Crazy.
bang, bang. That was okay.
Yeah. That first single I fucking loved. I thought that was the best thing they've released in 20 years. That Die Tomorrow or something tomorrow. Wake Up Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love that fucking track. All right. Well, now I'll go to my next one. Which this is a band I truly love. I know your missus loves, and a lot of listeners to our show loves, but not a lot of BOC fans get behind this one. 1979's Mirrors. Uh, and it's so different. You know, it's funny going from Cheap Trick to this because they went from Sandy Pearlman producing their albums to Tom Werman, the king of the California sound, produces this. And you could tell, though, that's what they were going for. This is very much their California album, but that's not really what you want out of Blue Oyster Cult. You want that New York gritty, grimy darkness. And I think this was kind of a, they're like, what the fuck? How come, that many people didn't buy fucking Spectres, after Agents of Fortune? That one went platinum. Spectres only went gold. Then they did the live album and they put Don't Fear the Reaper. That went platinum. And then they go to this like, hey, what's big right now? The California sound, the brightness and all this shit. But this one did not do good. But I think there's a lot of good songs on here. I don't think Tom Werman was the right producer for this, though. I mean, I could see why they picked him at the time. But overall, for BOC, they need somebody darker. I mean, this one, let's go through the track list here. Uh, because there's some shit that another producer really could have helped out with. Uh, but you got Dr. Music, which is some dumbass Kiss shit. I mean,
I
that is
love
like,
that song. I love that song.
oh, really?
Hell yeah.
I just find it too dumb for BOC. They're a little bit smarter for that, to me. The Great Sun Jester.
Love
It
that
sounds.
one.
Oh, I love the song, but I think it's like, again, if you had like that Martin Birch production that you would have on the next two albums, it would have been even better. In the I don't like.
I love
I
that
know.
song.
Yeah,
That's me
I
and
know
my
you like it,
girlfriend.
Ralph.
Me and my girlfriend's song. That's our song. Indeed.
Yeah, not a fan. Mirrors, still kind of poppy for BOC, but I like the song. I mean, a good song is a good song. Uh, Moon Crazy, boy, does that one suck.
That
And
song. Yeah,
I'm a
that song.
big, yeah, I'm a big Joe Bouchard fan. I mean, he sings one of my favorite, Hot Rails to Hell. It's one of my favorite of all time. And there's parts of this song I'm like, oh, I like, and then it gets to that chorus, and I'm like, no, what the fuck kind of vaudevillians, show tune is this fucking shit? Fucking terrible. And then you got the Vigil, which to me is like fucking classic,
That's
classic
the best
BOC.
song on the album for me.
Oh yeah, great fucking song. I love it. Again, with a meatier, heavier production and sound, I think would have been even better. You could say the same thing about the next track, "I Am the Storm." Love it, love that one. Great Eric Bloom vocal. Could have been heavier though. Uh, and just in the production and everything. A lot of this is with the production, but still, like the songs stand out, and I think it's a lot better than its reputation is. The next song, "You're Not the One I Was Looking For." This is one Albert Bouchard wrote as a joke, like, "Oh, the Cars were real big at the time. Let me write a car song." That is one of the best car songs ever fucking written. I mean, as a song he wrote on the joke, as a joke he thought would never go on the fucking album. He's like, "Oh, there's no way this is gonna make the album." If that would have got released as a single instead of In Thee, I think this album would have done a hell of a lot better because that was what's popular. You're talking about like the Cars, the Knack, that whole era of, that poppy shit. A good song is a good song, and I think that would have blown up. And then it ends with one of my favorite fucking deep tracks by BOC, Lonely Teardrops.
Yeah.
Love this one. Alan Lanier wrote this one. Buck sang it, and it was never played until they did a show after Alan Lanier passed away. They did a show in New York where they were focusing on all songs that were either written by Alan Lanier, like songs that had heavy involvement from him. And they did this, and they had like the background singers and everything, and it just look it up on YouTube. It sounds so good, so fucking good. But I really dig it. But I think this is one. It's much too. I mean, of course you can do Monday Morning Quarterback, shit that could have been changed on this album and made it better. But it's not as it's no fucking Club Ninja, and it's better than Revolution by Night, which has some great songs, but it has a lot of shitty songs too.
There's only one song I like off Revolution by Night.
Yeah, I like maybe 3 off of Revolution, but
Take the '80s production on it.
yeah, that was who I'm trying to remember. Oh, Bruce Fairbairn produced that fucking shit. Coming hot off the heels of Loverboy. Bruce Fairbairn, who would neuter fucking Aerosmith and fucking what else? He produced fucking Van Hagar and shit. Fuck that guy, he's dead. And I'm all right with that. But this one I digs it, man. What say you on Mirrors, Ralph?
Oh, I love Mirrors. I have no problem at all with it. Yeah, I don't like Moon Crazy though. I think that song sucks. But everything else on that album, I really, really like, especially the visual and the Great Sun Jester are my 2 favorite songs off it.
When was the first time you saw BOC? Do you remember the first tour you saw?
It was Fire of Unknown Origins.
Okay.
And it was the show where Motorhead opened, the first Motorhead show in America.
Oh, that one? Okay.
Then I saw the same tour again with Foghat and Whitford St. Holmes.
Oh, man, you got to see Whitford St. Holmes, right on.
Yeah.
Nice. How were they live? Was it good?
They were great. Somewhere there's a film of it.
You know what I was thinking of earlier today? And it's so funny. Like even bands I hate, like if a new like Better Copy comes out, I get it because I'm like, maybe someday I'll like it. But they just did like a bunch of new like remaster re-release of Queen garbage. Did you ever see Queen?
No, I saw that bullshit with Adam Lambert.
Right, but you never saw like Queen?
No, Queen stopped touring the States after Hot Space, and Hot Space they didn't even come down here. I think the last time Queen was here was News of the World with Thin Lizzy.
Wow, they didn't come down for fucking
The Game, no, or Jack.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I know for sure they didn't come here for The Game or Hot Space because at that time I was a huge Queen fan and I would have gone. I would have known about it. 1979 was the year I knew of every show coming to town. And I know they weren't here from 79 ever after that. But as far as I know, News of the World was the last time they were here. And it was Thin Lizzy on the Johnny the Fox tour.
Ooh, segue here. We always do segues. Because you were telling me about the sound system that you got, right? You got a good 5.1 system set up, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You can go on YouTube. There's a couple of channels that are dedicated to nothing but 5.1 mixes. And when you go on the channel, you got to hit, that button that's got the settings where you can adjust like 1080p, shit like that. They've also got an audio, and you click on that and you hit 5.1. You need to do that or it's pointless. But dude, they've got all this shit that you would love in 5.1, and it sounds amazing. I saw Thin Lizzy. They had Johnny the Fox, Jailbreak, and something else. But they got the first two Black Sabbaths in 5.1. Your beloved Oasis, all the Pink Floyd and shit, all this stuff. And you want to talk about a new fucking experience? Like holy shit! And that's just like through YouTube. Like you can buy the actual 5.1 discs, and I know you have some box sets that you were saying, you didn't realize you had that and you could put them in. And I know that's going to be even higher quality, but that's going to be my new thing is buying some of these classic albums. In fact, I want to get the Doors have a box set where it's the studio albums all in 5.1. But I was listening to it and I was like blown away, like the sound and shit.
I bought Paranoid.
In the 5.1?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think? Did you check it out yet or?
Yeah. No, it's amazing. I got 2112, I got Farewell to King, I got Kiss Alive, Just to Kill. I have a bunch of Blu-rays.
Yeah.
5.1.
But I'd recommend check out these channels because there's a lot of Gentle Giant albums that are in 5.1 and stuff, and it's just like, and I mean, it sounds good just on YouTube. I can only imagine, there's a big difference in quality from when you're streaming and you have the physical disc in and everything. So that's going to be like my new thing is like picking up this shit in 5.1 because wow, the sound quality is just phenomenal. My little side thing. What's your next album?
All right, let's see here. I got only two left. All right, here's one that, of course, I get the most grief on, but I don't care because people can hate it all you want, but a lot of people don't like that. I love Monster from, and a shout out to the poser that said, I love that album, but I can't let people know because I am the scab hater. I'm glad I'm not his friend anymore because he's a poser. I don't like posers. I love this album. I love Hello Hallelujah, my favorite song. I love Wall Sound Freak, Back to the Stone Age, Long Way Down, The Devil Is Me, Out of This World. The Tommy Thayer song I fucking love, which is totally, an Ace Frehley thing. And All for the Name of Rock and Roll sucks. That sucks. Eat Your Heart Out sucks. Shout Mercy sucks. But the rest rules. And another thing I gotta say, this is the best Kiss album since Lick It Up. I love Monster.
Wow, you take it over Asylum?
Yep, totally over Asylum.
Wow.
Love Monster.
And I'll just say, don't be ashamed of loving Out of This World. It's not a bad song, and I'll tell you this much: nobody ever had to replace Tommy Thayer on a Kiss album.
That's true.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That's right.
Real spaceman.
Yeah.
No Robin Ford replacing Ace Frehley, or replacing Tommy Thayer. I can't say I like it as much as you. It's better than Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
If that would have came out when I was 14, I'd probably like it more. But by the time it came out, I was like, eh.
I was 65 when that shit came out, and I love it.
Yeah, no, but I mean that's you, But I mean, Kiss has got so many shitty records. If you pick a fucking Monster is better than a lot of them, who am I to fucking say you're wrong? It's better than fucking Hot in the Shade. It's better than Crazy Nights.
For
It's
sure.
better than Psycho Circus.
It's better than Animalize.
Yeah.
It's better than Revenge. It's better than Carnival of Souls.
Well, you want to talk about, I think, the most overrated record of all time, Revenge. All this fucking love for Revenge.
That album sucks. I mean, it sucks. It's a shitty album.
But I'll tell you, Unholy is one of the best things they ever
That's
did.
it. That's
One
it.
song doesn't make an album, man.
I know. That album sucks. It's horrible.
that's That's what I think we should do in the future is albums that would have made a better 45.
Yeah,
Like albums with like two good songs and that's it,
a better EP.
Yeah, yeah, not even an EP on some of these, but no, hey, no, Monster, go ahead, man.
I
What?
gotta say, Revenge. Bruce Kulick's great on it, but the songs aren't.
Yeah.
I think that's the best playing Bruce has done on a Kiss album, but the songs just suck.
I would still take Bruce's playing on Asylum over
I
Revenge.
don't feel his look. The songs are good on Asylum, most of them. But
Yeah.
I really like a lot of people always point at Tears Have Fallen. Tears Have Fallen, the best Bruce Kulick. And I'm going, I can't even remember how that solo goes. Name me any Ace Frehley solo. I'll know how it sounds. Bruce Kulick, I feel, to the Kiss part,
Torpedo Girl.
huh?
How's Torpedo Girl go?
Well, every song on
Ding, ding,
Unmasked.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, no, well, okay. Unmasked, Unmasked is a different story. That album sucked so bad that I can't even remember those Ace songs. And let me tell you, like the Ace, believe it or not, I think Ace wrote the worst songs on Unmasked. You know,
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
I'm the Ace guy, but I can admit it. Torpedo Girl is fucking embarrassing. Battle Station Torpedo. That's the only thing I remember about that stupid song. Fucking and still, Torpedo Girl is better than Two Sides of the Coin. Woo!
Ooh.
That song, man.
Ooh.
It sounds like a third grader wrote that song.
Should have let fucking Todd Howard fucking do that one too.
Even
God
Todd Howard would have made that shit better.
damn. I'm telling you, he would have made it
Tommy
better.
Thayer would have made that shit better.
Duh. All right. Well, no, good pick, man. Good pick, and that's exactly what we're doing here, man. Ones that a lot of fans hate
Oh, yeah,
that we love.
we're gonna get it in the comments. People are gonna either love or hate what we're. But
Yeah,
those that hate it, hey, you know what? I'm still gonna love it. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
yeah.
You're. Let me put it this way: you all suck at trying to convince me what I like is sucks. Y'all suck at it.
Well, hopefully, Ralph, you've enjoyed this much that we can do like a part 2 or 3 of
Oh,
this.
we can do a part 10. Look,
Nice,
I
nice,
picked 5 albums in like 15 minutes. I know
nice.
I know there's a million albums that I haven't, picked.
Nice.
If we had Edwin Canistracci on the show, he'd pick Sergeant Pepper. No, I'm sorry,
Hey,
that's the opposite. He hates
yeah,
Sergeant.
yeah. No, I get it. All
Hey,
right. Well, I'll go.
by the way,
Yeah,
have you heard the last Rolling Stones album?
I haven't listened to it yet because I'm so scared to. I did not like what I heard. I'm not a fan of Andrew Watt's production. Everybody that Andrew Watt has touched, uh, I'm not happy about. I have it. I know I'm going to listen to it, but I've been putting it off like a pill you got to take that you don't want to. Did you
I
listen to it?
I really liked half of it. The other half
Okay.
is kind of shitty. Edwin said it's the worst Rolling Stones album ever, but that's his opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Well,
I thought I didn't think it was that bad. It sounded like the Stones to me. But then there's
yeah.
some songs that are just I hate. I love some of the bluesy shit they did in the 70s, but I kind of hate the Stones doing blues now.
All right. Well, it's funny you mention that because my next album is
Oh
Undercover by
man,
the Rolling
I
Stones.
fucking love that album. I have it.
Wow.
Let me see.
Do you still have the stickers on it or did you peel them off?
I think I do. Let me check. I think they're still on there. Go talk about it because it might take me a bit.
All right. Well, this came out in 1983 and it did not get the same reception that Tattoo You did.
Yeah,
Uh,
look, it does have the stickers.
all right. Nice.
I
Nice.
gotta
Mine
tell
too.
you, one of my favorite Rolling Stones ever is the title track, "Undercover of the Night." I
Nice.
love that song. And you know what's really cool about that song? The fucking video.
Yeah.
That
No, I
video
love
where
it.
they shoot the guy in the head, that was an early MTV. It was like fucking
Yeah.
A.
And how about the Sopranos episode that ends with it? That is fucking.
Oh, you see, I don't remember that now.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a Sopranos. I forget what episode it is, but it ends like on a bang, and then it goes right into Undercover of the Night. Fucking amazing. Um, but this came out in 1983. They were riding a big wave, a big resurgence with Tattoo You. Of course, the Stones were huge in the '70s, early '70s. In the '60s, early '70s. Then they kind of hit like, whether regardless of what you like, think of the albums, but like it's only rock and roll and Black and Blue kind of didn't do the same business. They blew up again with Miss You. Then they came out with Emotional Rescue, didn't do as well. Um, Tattoo You, Start Me Up. Just everybody loves Start Me Up.
But then
And then
"Tattoo You" is mostly old songs, right?
almost all of them, I think if not all of them, were
I
old songs.
love "Tattoo You." I think that's a
Yeah.
great album.
Yeah, great. But it was all shit that was reworked. It was basically they put it out as an excuse to tour. So they went and polished up all these old demos, but it hit. It hit big time. And then they come out with, and they did a huge tour in '81. That's the one, on Van Halen Diver Down. The back of that is when they opened up for the Stones in Tampa, you know. And then they come out with this one, and there was a clash in the recording of this because Jagger wanted to go more like what's now, what's MTV. Keith Richards is very like, no, we're the fucking Stones. We're gonna do, the blues. We're gonna do this. And the funny thing is, by this time, Keith Richards is coming out of his heroin haze, but now you got Charlie Watts slipping into it. So they were very divided as a band. A lot of reviews are bitching about the lyrics, saying they're like there's too much sadomasochism, too much violence, too much all this shit. Uh, but Jagger was really about pushing the limits. Even you see the cover, the naked woman with all these. If you got the vinyl, they were actual stickers you could peel
Yeah,
off. Not
no,
that you.
no, you can't peel this off. Can you?
Oh, maybe you have a repress.
No,
Yeah, they're stickers you
no.
can peel off.
They are stickers, but you can't peel it off. Let me see.
Well, maybe yours are melted on.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's been on there for decades.
Oh, yeah, because I'll never forget there was a party in high school we went to, and my buddy's dad was a big Stones fan and had it on there. And they were out of town, and we partied there, and somebody grabbed the record and peeled all the stickers off. And my buddy
Wow, I
got
wonder if
big
can you
shit.
see the vagina if you peel this off?
No, no, it was like another picture. It wasn't like you didn't get to see Bush. But what's neat is different pressings had different stickers. Not all of them. Like if you look at,
This
you look at my
this is
screen,
this one is just like yours that's behind you. The
right?
stickers
But
are in the
look
same
at
place.
look at the picture at the bottom though. You see the other pictures that you could get. There was different stickers. Can you see my picture where you see like uh the different
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
there. There's a different band, and this is the same shot, but like with
Yeah, but
different.
then you see like there's one for the vagina here and the vagina there is different, you know. So anyway though, I love this fucking album.
I think it's a
Uh
great album. I bought it because of Undercover of the Night.
yeah, the title track, it's Stones doing something current and I love it. I think it sounds great. You go to the next song, She Was Hot. She Was
Love it.
Hot.
Love
Total
it.
fucking that's Stones classic though. That it's not contemporary. That's just Stones doing Stones. Tied Up, I love fucking Tied Up. Wanna Hold You, a great fucking Keith song. Feel on Baby, I love. Then you flip it over, Too Much Blood. Holy shit.
Love
That
Too
is
Much Blood. There's a
yeah,
cool video. They made a video for
yeah.
that.
That was, and I believe the Too Much Blood video got banned on MTV.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing it on MTV, but I saw it on
Yeah.
Night Flight.
So, you ever seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'd rather go see an officer and a gentleman, you know? I love it. But that's where, and then it kind of dips down because the next two songs, pretty beat up and too tough. I'm kind of like, eh.
I like Too Tough.
Pretty beat up was, it kind of sucks. It was totally written um, by Ronnie Wood. But they wouldn't let him put it on the album unless Jagger and Richards could put their name on it, so they get some money off of it too. I don't think it's that great a song. All the Way Down is okay. It Must Be Hell I like, but I mean, even for the first side alone, to me, it's like fucking Undercover kicks fucking ass.
Yeah, I believe this album didn't do well, right?
No, it was their first one. I want to say the first one since the 60s that didn't debut at number 1. It debuted at number 4. And I think that was kind of like, they had this freak thing with Tattoo You. But by 83 we were kind of in the throes of the 80s, and it was like fucking Human League, and it was shit like that. You know what I mean? It was like the 80s were upon us. And I think it was kind of, if Start Me Up wasn't Start Me Up, that album would have done as well, regardless of the quality of the music. But I think it was just a sign of like 80s kids wanted 80s music, and Stones were of a different era. But no, I absolutely love this album. I think it's very underrated. And check it out if you're a Stones fan, man. All right, Ralph, what's your last one?
All right, here we go. Hold on to your boom boom there, Ian, because I know for a fact you don't like this one.
Okay.
But you're like the
It's
rest of the
Nine Lives by REO Speedwagon.
No, everybody loves that but you.
No, nobody loves
this one everybody hates, including you.
Oh, wow.
I fucking love. I mean, this is an album. I gotta admit, I didn't hate it the first time, but boy, the more I listened to it, the more I got into it. I love Nostradamus so much. It's epic. It's an epic album. It's different, and that's why I love it, because it's so different. It really takes a lot of twists and turns. That
Turbo's different too, but you don't like that.
Yeah, no, Turbo doesn't go like this and that. This one does. Turbo stays just evenly gay the whole way through. This one, it bombed so bad that Judas Priest never even attempted to do this again after this album. I love this. I love title track's great, but man, Pestilence and the Plague, Persecution, Alone, New Beginning, Future of Mankind. I love this. There were times I would play this whole fucking album and walk all the way to Miami. This is when I lived on Miami Beach. I walk all the way to Miami and return home. And by the time I got home, I'd be on the last song. Because it's very long. It's a double album. Which, by the way, I bought the box set. And since I live in Florida, these vinyls are unplayable now. They don't.
Really?
Let's see if you can see it. I'm not sure.
Why? Because it sat outside while you waited to get home?
No. I played on my iPod. Can you see all the stains on here?
Yeah.
That's from the stupid plastic. And
yeah.
You
need to change. You need to get some of those poly, whatever they call them, covers, slips for them.
It's too late now.
No.
But I got it on CD. But
It's not that good album anyway. You're fine.
Nostradamus. I love this album, man.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
I've tried, dude. I've as much as
everybody's tried and they don't like it. Hey, that's you, man.
Yeah. No, it's one that, like, I really like. Okay, I gotta force myself to like it. I gotta listen to it again.
Let's see if we can find at least one person in the comments that like it. I predict we won't even find one.
Well, I would like to see if somebody. I would like to hear comments from somebody who didn't like it and then change their mind upon it. That would be because I still try. I just deleted it from my phone not too long ago too because I was like, I give up. I give up. I'm never gonna like this fucking bullshit power metal bullshit crap. But I love Judas Priest so much I want to like it. But then I just got to look at it. It's like ram it down. It's never gonna be that great. But no, great pick though, and I mean that's exactly what we're talking about here. Shit we like that most people don't. And so I'm going to go to my last one now, and this is one that it's definitely got like more people who like it now, but it still has a lot of fucking haters. But it's one of my favorites, and I'm talking about "Come Taste the Band."
The only reason people don't like that album is because Blackmore's not on it. That album is fucking phenomenal. The other day, Joseph Manella donates the most for my channel.
Oh, anybody watches your show knows who Joseph Vanilla is.
Yeah, he said to me, I want you to do your two favorite Deep Purple album that's not Mach 2 against each other. And I picked Burn and that one. Those are my two favorite. Other than the Mach 2 albums, those are my two favorite. I love Come Taste the Band so fucking much. It's ridiculous. You talk about underrated, and it's underrated because Blackmore's not there.
No, I agree. And this is one of those. It's funny when I talked about this in the early 90s when Metal Blade Records was reissuing a lot of like Warner Brothers records that were out of print. And this was one of them. I picked up Stormbringer, but I didn't get Come Taste the Band because Blackmore wasn't on it. I'm like, oh, at that time, I was new to Deep Purple. I'm like, oh, if it ain't got Richie Blackmore on it, it must suck. And then when I finally heard it, I'm like, what the fuck? This is so good. Um, I would say, and I know this is, a lot of people are going to disagree. I think it's the best Deep Purple album since Machine Head. Um, and I could give two fucks that Richie Blackmore is on it because Richie Blackmore, in my opinion, is on a lot of shitty albums and a lot of shitty fucking Deep Purple albums. I would take Come Taste the Band over anything. I'd take it over. I mean, like the reunion, like Perfect Strangers, House of Blue Light, fucking, what's it? Battle Rages On, all that. You can feel that this band is together on this one, and just the guitar work by Tommy Bolin. And it's unfortunate because like I enjoy this album so much. I listen to Tommy Bolin's solo albums, and they don't hit the same to me.
I agree. I agree. My friend had a vinyl box set of Tommy Bolin. He let me borrow.
Yeah, the Tommy Bolin. Yeah, I remember that box set. Came out in the early 90s.
I borrowed it. I couldn't get into anything.
No, in fact, I'll take the because he first came to prominence. He replaced Joe Walsh in the James Gang after he left to join the Eagles and shit. I'll take those James Gang albums with Tommy Bolin over his solo stuff. But man, on this one, fucking just everything is hitting. And there's a little bit, as much as I love Glenn Hughes, there's a little bit less Glenn Hughes on here because of his drug addiction at the time. I think it's for the better of the album. And what he does on here, though, is fucking amazing. But what Coverdale does and Ian Pace and John Lord, I mean, they're all on fucking point. And I can't recommend enough to get the remaster of this because you get the original album and then you get the 2000, I believe, 10 remix by Kevin Shirley. And they have a different track listing on it too because it's the track listing that the band originally wanted on the album. But the record company changed it. I think that works better. But all the songs are solid as fuck. I have it on vinyl too, an original pressing.
Yeah, there's an original pressing.
Yeah. And but I just think it's solid as fuck. But so many people like, oh, it doesn't have fucking doesn't have Blackmore. Like I could give a fuck. Like I don't love Blackmore as much as everybody else does. I
I love
respect
Blackmore's my top three guitar player.
Yeah, he wouldn't be in my top 10. But I love what he did on, the old fucking, Deep Purple shit. I love the first three Rainbows. But everything after that, it's like, nah, and just Tommy Bolin, whatever he brought fire to this band. And I think, I mean, there's a great documentary called Phoenix Rising that's all about the recording of this and the tour. And you want to talk about like fucking debauchery and fucking hell, people dying, people getting arrested,
People throwing down elevator shafts.
Yeah, I mean,
It's wild on the documentary. I never really knew this. I've always owned, back in the day, I used to tape trade, videotape. And I got that Rises Over Japan. And I
yeah,
was so excited. Holy shit, a pro shot with Tommy Bowen. It was
yeah,
god awful. I was like, what the fuck? Turned out Tommy Bowen fucked up his hand before
yeah,
the show, and they still played the show. He didn't solo or nothing. He was in pain. But I
yeah,
gotta tell you, I mean, just to get off the started for this album, to me, in my opinion, is extremely underrated. I would put this above Burn and Come Taste the Band. This album,
not me.
who do you think we are? Mary Long, Rat Bat Blues, Smooth Dancer. Uh, Our Lady's all right, but Super Trooper, of course, Woman from Tokyo. This album is a band falling apart at the seams.
I'd almost take Slave and Masters over
This
that.
I fucking love this album. This album, especially Mary Long. How did you lose your virginity, Mary? But
Mary Long.
but they were falling apart. This
Right,
was but I think it's a phenomenal album. I really do. Very
right.
underrated. But
But
talk about I don't really hear a lot of hatred of this album because I don't never hear about this album at all. You know?
yeah, well, a lot of people are like, "Oh, yeah, it's got my woman from Tokyo, and that's it."
Yeah, that's all
But
they know.
I think where that album is the sound of a band falling apart. I think in the studio, this album is the sound of a band coming together. It fell apart once they hit the road. you know, that's when all the drugs and everything like hit their zenith and shit. Um, but this one is just, I mean, god damn. Let's go over the fucking track listing here. And I'm going to go over, this is, if you get the 35th anniversary, the remastered, this is how they wanted it to be. But Coming Home, Lady Luck, Getting Tighter, holy shit.
Getting tighter.
Dealer, which which is funny because that was pretty much written about Glenn Hughes, running from his dealer. Uh, I Need Love, Drifter, Love Child. This time around with Ode to G. Oh my God, do I love that because fucking Glenn Hughes, in the first half, his This Time Around is like, ooh, boy, is that a fucking amazing ballad. But then you go into Ode to G, which is Ode to Gershwin, and John Lord goes off on his thing, man. And then you end it with Keep Me Moving. Oh, fuck, Or wait a minute, no, that's not that's a
Well,
regular.
You Keep Me Moving is the last song on the original.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. No, I read the wrong list. What they wanted was Coming Home, Lady Luck, Getting Tighter, Dealer, I Need Love, Keep Me Moving, Love Child. This time around, O to G is its own song, and then ending with Drifter.
I don't know. I like
Uh,
it. I like it better how it is, but I guess it's because I'm used to it.
yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But either I don't care what fucking order you put it in. Uh, what an amazing album, and really, I mean, people who like, oh, it's got no Blackmore. Please, I mean, give it a chance. And if you need any more like evidence of like give post Blackmore a chance, listen to the last two ones with that new guy they got. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean that dude's better than Steve Morris for the band,
I'm
you
seeing them
know.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, and you said they're playing three tracks off the new album
Yeah,
and some tracks off of plus one
two
or
tracks
equals one.
plus one. Two tracks.
Oh,
So in total,
so
they're playing 5 new songs, 5 newer songs.
wow. Wow. Very lucky. But there you go. I mean, there's 5 albums that we like that most people are like on, you know. And I know there's going to be some people who write it like, no, I love that one, but you're not in the majority. You're in the minority. But think about it this way, you know, or think about like when you love an album that like isn't that popular or it isn't. Think about all of the people you know. Most of them are fucking idiots. You know? Think about the majority of the people you know. They're fucking idiots. So who cares what the majority thinks? It's about what you think and about how albums hit you. Unless you're a Hagar fan, then go fucking kill yourself.
Hey, the majority are packing Motley Crue concerts. Need I say
Yeah,
more?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of people bought Girls, 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 myself included. That shit's
Yeah, I
terrible.
did. I did too. So but
Yeah, a
I'm
lot of
not
people
an
bought it.
idiot. I'm not an
Yeah,
idiot because I hated the album.
a lot of people bought Hysteria. I just saw this thing. What's the guy's name I want to get on this show so bad?
Hair
The
metal
hair metal
guru.
guru. Yeah, he posted a video. I couldn't even watch it because I could give two shits less. But it's like, was Hysteria the quintessential '80s album? No, but
Well,
it sold a lot. You know.
it sold the most. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
well, Back in Black sold more.
Right. No,
I
but
think
you know what I mean though.
I believe Appetite sold more too. So it'd probably be number 4 after Thriller, Back in Black, Hysteria. I mean, Appetite and then Hysteria.
Right, but
It's
you know
bigger.
what he's saying. Does it represent the '80s sound the
I think it
most?
does. I think it does. It does. It represents the horribleness of the
Yeah.
80s. A lot of bands after Hysteria did albums like Hysteria, you know?
All right. Well, there you go. Let us know in the comment section. Do you like this? Is this something you'd like to see for a future episode, like a part 2, part 3, part 4 kind of thing? Because I really do believe we could do this all day long. Another one I talked to Ralph about is bands that peaked with their first album. I think there's a lot of bands we could do, you know, with that. Uh, but yeah, let us know what you think and if you like these albums or how crazy you think our opinions are. That shit's always funny. You know, Count Ralph is going to say something about something, you know.
Yeah, but he
But
likes
fuck, he's
Primus.
drunk.
He likes Primus, so.
Primus rules.
No, Primus sucks. Even the fans say that.
All right, well, now it's time to go and pick of the week. And Ralph, I want you to go to the left towards the back, top row. Top row. Go farther back, farther back, farther back, right about there.
Can't go further back.
Okay, there you go. That one. I
Oh,
never heard of that album.
this band is called Led Zeppelin, and the album is called Zoso, not four. And it has a song called Stairway to Heaven. I'm sure none of you heard it, but check it out because I feel it's the greatest song ever written, even better than Stargazer. Led
Is
Zeppelin
that a
4. Huh?
is that an original or is that a
No,
repress?
no, this is from the box set.
Oh, nice.
I got the box set, but yeah, I love Battle of Evermore. I don't like Black Dog that much. And I don't know why. Because Black Dog rocks. It's really cool musically. It's got all
Are
these
you just
cool.
burned out on it?
No, I don't. I've never liked it. For some reason, it just never connected to me. Where I love rock and roll. I love Stairway to Heaven.
See, and this is what I love because if this show is good for nothing, it's hypocrisy. Um, like I get teased for not liking Free Will Burning, but you don't like Black Dog. You know?
Dude, I'm even worse than you.
Oh no, I know you've mentioned a lot because I was trying to think of some other ones because I knew I was going to get shit about because I do remember saying how I felt about Free Will Burning. I was like, man, there's so many popular songs that Ralph doesn't like. Um, but no, that's you know what I used to hate for the longest time is Battle of Evermore. I would always when I had this shit on cassette, I used to fast forward. I was like, ugh. Like now I love it, but I used to hate it. You know, that
I
was
just
that
I
was
I
faggoty
love
shit.
I love the album cover
Yeah,
because it's like a house that's torn down and you can see the city in the back.
yeah,
It's so cool. It's so
yeah.
fucking cool. You know, and yeah, they did this because of the critics. Did you know this? This album? Because the critics were coming down on them so hard for Zeppelin 3 that they said, look, we're going to release an album without our name on it, nothing on it. I mean, there's nothing on here to tell you what songs they are, unless you, I believe it's in here. Yeah, it's got like a little, I believe this was the original, which it only has lyrics to Stairway to Heaven
Uh,
and greatest song ever.
those those
Greatest.
stupid lyrics that Robert Plant hates so much.
I love, what the hell is a bustle in your hedgerow? What is that?
I don't know, like a feather in your cap. I don't know.
I don't know. But I absolutely love this album. Yeah, I like House of the Holy, and I like this would be my third favorite. After Physical Graffiti, House of the Holy, I'd go with four as my top three Led Zeppelin. I don't
Man,
know. Three is very close though.
I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, I'd have to go. I'd put this slightly over three, but not by much.
It might be in my top five, but the only reason it would be low in that would be the overkill factor. I mean, because it's a fucking amazing album, you know.
Yeah, I don't, if you ever watch my track by track, I always talk about I do not judge songs that are burnt out. If they're a good song, they're a good song. So, like, for instance, rock and roll. That song's beyond burnt out, but it's one because it goes
Yeah.
against these songs that aren't as burnt out that I love, but I still feel rock and roll, even though it's burnt out, is a better song. But yeah, dude, when it comes to me not liking Black Dog, that's way more ridiculous than you not liking Free Will Burning. Way more ridiculous because that song is fucking historic. Dude, I mean, I'm telling you, when I was a little kid and I'd listen to radio, I hear, hey, mama, change the station. I just can't stand that song. And it's got killer riffs, killer vocals, everything about the song is killer, but for some reason it doesn't connect with me. It never has. Now, there's certain songs that I thought were good, and now that I'm older, I'm like, no, this ain't good. But I'm sure you like these songs. You know what songs I really don't like?
What's that?
Man of the Silver Mountain studio version.
Love it.
I love it on stage. I hate Catch the Rainbow. I hate that song.
Love it.
And I hate Long Live Rock and Roll. I
I
used,
like it.
I used to love them because I thought it was the in thing to do, man. But now that I'm older, I realize those songs suck. They don't do nothing for me. Catch the Rainbow. Catch the Rainbow is a ripoff of an actual good song, Little Wing from Hendrix. But
Well, I mean, you want to talk about the ultimate ripoff is Lady of the Lake
Lady of the
ripping
Lake.
off Wanton song. You know?
It's not as good
But
as
I love them both, though. I love them both.
I love Wonton Song more, but Lady of the Lake kicks ass. It kicks ass.
Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time to go my pick of the week, and this is something I talked about a couple weeks. I was like naming all these fucking albums that I've been listening to recently that I love, but this is the latest from the Lennon Claypool Delirium. I know you think Primus sucks. I actually think you would really love this album. But this
I've
is
I've heard some of that stuff, and it wasn't bad. I've heard some of the not. I don't know if I heard that record, but
yeah.
I've heard some of
This
the
is
stuff, and it didn't offend me like it did Primus.
well. This one is the Great Parrot Ox and the Golden Egg of Empathy by the Claypool Lennon Delirium. I got this amazing it's got a comic book and everything and fucking colored amazing edition I got at the legendary Easy Street Records in Seattle. Highly highly recommend this. I mean, to me this has been a very good year for releases, probably the best I can think of in a long time. I mean, the new Deep Purple. I like the Lex Legion that you don't like. There's been a lot of releases. I'm like, wow, we're doing okay now. There's a lot of years where I'm hard pressed to name anything that I'll listen to after one listen. Uh, but I find it very enjoyable, and I think it's a good, like Lennon Claypool Delirium. I think like you don't have to be a Primus fan because it doesn't sound like Primus. It's much more psychedelic. I would rather say, like, if you don't like the Beatles, you're probably not going to like it. I'm not putting up on that, here's the Beatles kind of thing, but I'm saying it's that kind of psychedelic, throwback sound. Um, but I just think it's amazing, and that is my pick of the week. And now it's time to go to fan of the week. And fan of the week, I didn't even think about anybody.
Oh, I
But I
got
started
one.
thinking about I was thinking about what we talked about earlier. And my fan of the week, Ralph can pick another. I mean, we can each pick our own.
No, I'll pick
My
this one next week.
okay. My fan of the week is all the people that pissed Ralph off that got thrown out of the page. How
Yeah.
could you be so dumb?
Well, they're
How
not
could you be
fans
so dumb
anymore.
to
They're not fans anymore.
well, no, you know what? Some of the people that you've thrown off the page are our biggest fans. Those are the numbers that we can count on every week, just so they can listen and hate, you know, and pretend like, oh, fuck them. I don't listen to those guys anymore. You know,
Honestly, subliminally, I think I banned them because their fan is of yours and not mine. You know why?
now that I believe.
You know why?
Why?
Because you say shit way more offensive and they don't get offended by you. I say shit
Yeah,
like Ace likes shit up his ass and The Cure and Prince sucks.
yeah.
That's not as offensive as what you say, you know?
But I say it with a wink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bring up that guy.
I'm lovable. You're just a prick.
Yeah, you're lovable. You wish death on people. You're lovable.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
why I say your fans are fucking morons. They really are. You know? It's like and they're
Thank you,
hypocrites.
morons.
Even you know why I love you so much? 'Cause you're a hypocrite too. All you fuckers are hypocrites. You bitch about one thing, but you do it the same way. You do the same shit you bitch about, and you know, whatever. I still love you. You know, don't get me wrong. I love hypocrites. I'm friends with Ruben. I
I love
didn't
that
mean,
guy.
I didn't mean that. Um, that guy ain't no hypocrite. I'll tell you that. There ain't nothing hypocritical about Ruben. But anyway, whatever, man. Like what you were saying earlier, we love each other. We may fight on the air, but dude, it's a mutual respect we have, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, Ian can go off on how horrible I like shit. Oh, Nine Lives, Mario is such a shitty album. Dude, when I'm not around Ian and I'm in the mood for Nine Lives, I put it on and I love it. And guess what's the last thing I think about? Ian not liking it. I don't care. It's all right with me, because Ian has every right to hate on
Exactly.
REO Speedwagon because it's not his wheelhouse. He grew up with parental guidance. I get it. So
Hey,
it doesn't offend me. But
when you're
please
when you're
and
not
please.
around, I put on Every Mother's Nightmare, and I go, Ralph was right.
No, but I mean, the fact I'm making is that people think we hate each other because those are the same people that do get offended when you talk about Prince or The Cure. Well, I get offended by that because I like it. So they expect us to be the same way. Like I'm supposed to be offended that Ian doesn't like 70s REO.
Yeah.
I didn't get the memo yet. I don't care. Now, if
And,
Ian pays my rent, I'll pretend to care.
yeah. And if we can control you guys that much, send me some money. Send me some box sets, goddammit.
Yeah, look. And in no way I'm dissing you about this, right? But I make a lot of money from viewers, from people that send me
Oh yeah.
money. They want to hear my opinion. The reason you get no money, because your fans are losers and broke.
I love you all. Hit up your parents.
Let me tell you something. I don't want your fans. They ain't gonna give me no money. They ain't got money. You know? Fuck them.
I love you, broke bastards.
Fuck the world. I ain't making no money, and I love Ian.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, man, let us know in the comments. Comment on the YouTube video. And I had a lot of fun with this one, man. I could see some future episodes on this. What do you think, Ralph?
Yeah. What do you want to do next?
How about
first albums, right?
Yeah, bands that never made it better than the first album.
That'll be the next episode, though. It's up to Ian if it's going to be next week.
As far as I can tell, it will be next week. If not, I'll let you know.
All right. Don't piss off your fans, Ian. That's all you got.
Yeah. What do I care if I piss them off? They're broke.
Yeah, that's true. Just
come back next week.
Yeah. Come back next week and watch Ian wish death on people that people love. Watch Ian complain about people with cell phones at shows, but watching cell phone videos on YouTube, and goes to concerts so drunk that he doesn't even remember the concert. Next week. Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. Smack him a god.
Oofa.